Midnight air. Slow burn. Midnight air. Through the street, heavy steps feel it drag on me. Oh, soul rhythm deep in my chest, every breath like a test, like a test. Guitar crying a minor key, something out there watching me. Feel it close, but I can't see, just shadows following me. Something ain't right. Run now, don't slow, don't freeze. Heartbeat banging like a drum in me. Too close, can't breathe, can't think. Dark outside and it's hunting me, yeah. Run now, don't stop, don't turn. Feel that pressure, feel that burn. Too late, no space, no peace. Everything closing in on me. Back to the groove, but it feel lost. Same road, but the light gon' solve. Strings cry, yeah, the tone get rough. Like the world just ain't enough. Dust rising the worn out boots. Truth hit harder than the proof. Something moving in the roots. Feel it crawling, feel it move. Oh, it's getting closer. Run now, don't slow, don't freeze. Heartbeat banging like a drum in me. Too close, can't breathe, can't think. Dark outside and it's hunting me, yeah. Run now, don't stop, don't turn. Feel that pressure, feel that burn. Too late, no space, no peace. Everything closing in on me. Everything closing in on me. Still there. Still there. This for the team. From zero, cold nights, no light, just a vision, one mic. No name, no hype, just fight. Built it brick by brick. Alright. Every doubt turned to fuel. Every loss made me move. But it wasn't just me in the room. Every step I was walking with you. Hold up. Hands up if you've been here. All this time, yeah, we still here. grace. Every moment you stayed, when it felt like it wouldn't break. You the reason it changed. Now it's louder, bigger, real. Still the same, still the feel. We done, we just reveal what we build and what we will.
Never fall, never fade. Step is the path that we made.
We rise,
We rise,
we rise,
all night.
all night.
We rise,
We rise,
side by side.
side by side.
We rise,
From the dark to the light.
2K, that's life.
Yeah, we built this side by side.
We rise,
Hear the crowd, feel the vibe.
this ours, this time.
Thank you all for the ride. It's just the start.
You feel it changing, don't you? Blue light bleeding through the haze, slow shift in the way it plays. Every step rearrange the space, like the world don't feel the same. Something turning in the air, pulling deeper, pulling there. Every breath got weight to bear.
Like a voice without a prayer, I hear it.
Call me in,
No warning.
it begins.
Let go.
Stand close,
Don't fight.
just know.
Hello everybody and welcome to Waylander Gaming. This is Waylander here, joined with a very new caster, and I was supposed to say we're about to head into the match until Arthur Blitz decides that he wants to leave us. I am joined tonight though, not to get too sidetracked with what I was saying with something else, by Dimple Druid, whose first day in the caster's seat got thrown into the very deep end right from the beginning. Dimple, how are you doing?
Great, thanks on this cold evening, and yourself?
Can't complain. Quite excited to head into the matches. We've got some very interesting games this evening. So first up, it's Requiem Code Red, Purgatory Guilden 2. It's going to be a very, very tightly contested match in the first one. Then we're following this up by Woah up against Immortal Order Goliath, followed by Void eSports versus Miracle Gen. And this time around, I'm hoping Void eSports actually gets to play, because every time they decide that they're going to be versing somebody on stream, then it ends up being a forfeit for some strange reason. I don't know. You think teams are panicking to verse them?
I think they have other things on their itinerary list.
Oh, not panic.
Soccer.
Well, there is that. There is that. The World Cup is well on its way. And speaking about on its way, we now finally have the players ready. As you can see, all the green ticks. So I'm just going to tell everyone we're starting now, and I wish them good luck. As I'm misspelling starting. And in to the drafting phase we go, which, as I always say, Jumbo Droid, is the chess match of the game. It's where the drafters, because usually you have a particular person who is in charge of drafting, will be putting their wits up against one another. It's Master Merlin, who's usually casting here with us, but this time around he has to be playing. He's got the honor of the first ban, and goes with the Zushin ban. Now, Dimple, do you think Zushin is going to be a worthy first ban? Still ban, or at least rather, let me phrase it like this: is she still first phase ban worthy, or has the nerf done too much to her?
I think she's still quite good, especially if you're into a tanky draft, which is, I think, it's tank meta currently. So Zushin is very strong into that, very good into that. Yeah, so I think she is worthy of a first ban. The Zushin and the Zetian.
Yeah.
But I think, considering it is a fighter meta, there would probably be, more important than Paquito. There we go.
Yeah.
Paquito.
Yeah. Actually, Paquito and Marcel, they're true heroes. I think should never see the light of day. Especially Marcel. Marcel is so annoying to go up against, especially when you're up against a good Marcel. He's just constantly in your face, the poking, the disruption with what you're doing, and then you have to be aware of the golden hour, because when he grabs you in that golden hour, we're gonna have a big problem. Have you tried out the new Marcel?
No, but I've played against it various times, and it's quite annoying. I think when they were designing him, they had annoyance in mind. So he's like Nana on steroids, because Nana is quite annoying with the Molina, but Marcel is on some other level of crack.
Yes, 100%. I'm a firm believer that there's somebody who has a very evil laugh who works for Moonton. Who's just sitting there, designs the characters, and is like, I'm going to release this. Let's see what's going to happen to the public. Now, the Camilla ban is 100% a respect ban. Grip TZ, throughout the course of the tournament, has been picking up the Camilla, loves to go in with these big sets. But on a strategy note, Camilla is one of those heroes who works so well when it comes to dealing with tanky metas. Because with the tank meta, everyone's kind of grouped up, so it's much easier to land the Curse of Blood. So do you think we're going to be seeing Purgatory Gildan 2 go for that tank meta in terms of their drafting?
I think both of them might just do that. But I know Merlin enjoys his Guinevere quite a bit. So I think we might see that if it's not banned out. But yeah, I'm very keen to see how they draft us.
Yeah. Well, both bans on either side, like the Valor. I mean, we know what Valor is there for. He's used to deal with heroes like Fredrin and Akai to a certain degree, Bashra as well. And they decide to go for a different respect ban, leaving Master Merlin's Guinevere open. Let's see if they hard lock onto that very early on. But they go for Arthur Blitz's Arlot as a respect ban. Now, Naruto or Naruto, is that an N? Am I going blind?
Yeah. No, I think it's Naruto.
Yeah. Because Naruto would just not make any sense.
Not to us, at least.
Yes. So Naruto going for the Zetian pick, and that leaves potential for maybe the Yuzong as a follow-up. Maybe even Akai can synergize quite well with Akai. Salt locking onto the Guinevere, ABZ on that Badang of his. He's quite a scary Badang. I don't know if you've seen this game where he went absolutely wild against the second team that's going to be playing tonight, which is Immortal Order Goliath. Just kept on landing 4 and 5 man sets with the Badang, which is kind of crazy if you think about it.
I think Badang is actually a very strong room, very good setter. We've played correctly, because you see some weird Badang plays. But yeah, if it's played correctly, 100%, quite dangerous.
Yeah.
But I like the Zetian and the Atlas combo. Actually, I like the Zetian with any set tank. I think that combo is very strong. Yeah.
And then adding the heavy spin as a nice disruption skill can work as well. Though, both Evander picking up the Minnow and ABZ on the Bedang, they're like immune to the disruption. But you can at least zone the backline away. So if they go in with a nice set, it's on Master Merlin to be disciplined enough to hold a heavy spin for just the right moment in time. But we're heading right now into phase 2 of the banning phase. And from the composition that Code Red have, I'm strongly suspecting that there's going to be a Yuzong somewhere in the mix there. Something that's going to have that backline dive. Yuzong, Alice. Do you think they're going to be banning it out?
Give me a target.
I don't think so. I think they're banning on marksman.
Well, there is something to be said about banning out marksmen because there isn't really all that many meta marksmen available.
I disagree. I think once they hit the mid to late game, most marksmen do a fair bit. For example, your Moskov, your carry, Leslie as well. You have your Claude. And then apparently, since we're terming Harris a marksman, Clint is also doing quite well this season. A Brody is always strong, steady. So yeah.
Well, in terms of the other roles, there isn't, in comparison to the other roles, because if you look at the list that you gave, you could just add Carry and Claude to that, and then that's it. That's typically your meta marksmans. There isn't going to be too many available that's like very strong, and Moskov obviously, right? There isn't going to be too many that's strong in the early part of the game. And since the meta has shifted towards very, very early team fight compositions, they generally do better than the late game scalers. You need a marksman that has the ability to come online a little bit earlier. The patience of waiting for mid to late game is something that's changed with this new meta. Because if you look at every update that Moonton brings to the table, it's just trying to get the game to finish before 14 minutes.
I mean, that is fair. But have you met our server? They have a very hard time finishing. So it unfortunately has to go into that late game stage.
We're hoping...
Some games are tug of war, which is really, it's very entertaining, but it still goes into 20, 25, 30 minutes. So then it's their time to shine.
Well, we're hoping that in order to get the games to finish within that 14-minute mark, that teams decide that they can get their wave equilibrium sorted out. Because once you got that sorted out, it makes life so much easier to end the game. Now, Hum Ray Ray, which is quite an interesting name to say, going for the Ixia pick. So Ixia is one of those late game scalers, but she does synergize with all three heroes that you can see on screen. So definitely the side of Code Red are going to have to go with a backline dive. They need something to get onto that Ixia when she goes into that full barrage set of hers.
Yeah, and they have to protect her because she doesn't really move much in that alt form.
Yes. It's just the flicker to be able to reposition. Fury deciding to lock onto the Moskov. And there we see, that's the Yuzong pick. You needed something with that backline dive.
Desperately needs.
Fair enough.
And well, Yuzong should do well in lane up against a Padang. Now, Agent Ice. Flashing the Aurora onto the Eve. Eve could work very well into this combination. But again, you'd have to be careful of the Yuzong. The only way they're going to be able to deal with the Yuzong is if Badang can poke him down a little bit low before the start of every fight.
Yeah, your backline is very stationary, so it's an easy engage for the Yuzong.
But with the timer ticking down, it looks like they're going for the Aurora pick. Aurora? Okay, look, I'm not a fan of Aurora. Not because of her skill set. I mean, she's got an awesome skill set. But it's just the animation time is so slow.
I actually genuinely like an Aurora. I like it. I like it for the team fights. I like it for the stuns. It has potential. It's not everyone's cup of tea. It's a select few.
Yeah, because while she presses the ultimate, you could actually sit down, have a cup of tea, walk back out of the ulti, maybe walk back inside. It takes its own sweet time. But
That is fair.
enough of
Especially
us.
into a mobile comp.
Right, so enough of us surmising what is going to happen. Let's get into the actual game and see what is going to be taking place. It's game number 1 of a best of 2. Purgatory Gildan 2 up against Requiem Code Red. It's for all the points. Both teams needing these points because they're in, unfortunately for them, the group of death. With some big names and some big teams in here. And, well, they're going to be hoping to secure as much as they can to get themselves into the top 4 of their respective groups. And then from there into the round of 16. And then it's Lady Luck who will either smile on you or not. I'm just taking a look at Grip Teasy. Do we need to pause? Yes, we do. As Grip Teasy is the one stuck in the base, so we get to do some analysis for a little bit longer.
Love that for us. Nothing's really happening. So what are we analyzing? The time?
Well,
29:45.
One of the biggest questions I always like to look at in the early part of the game is the jungle pathing. Like on which end the junglers are going to start. Because it's... Wait, did we freeze out?
I'm not exactly sure.
Yeah. I think
Grip TC broke the stream.
I think he did, because everyone's just frozen here on the screen. I don't think we've lagged out. Unless what I do is... Okay, so, ladies and gentlemen, let me just restart this particular stream. And, or not the stream, so the game so much. And then hopefully we'll be able to be getting back into this, because I don't think we want to see just a still animation like this one. Let's see what happens. Let me just get this reset. I'm hoping this wasn't a server crash. As you can hear, we're just logging in very quickly. Oh, we actually have a Street Fighter theme going. That's quite nice. Big fan.
Who's your favorite Street Fighter?
Well, it's... There's the obvious Ryu, who's the usual favorite pick. Okay, so we have movement and we have some life. With the jungle pathing being very similar to one another. Oh, look at this. There's a huge invade going on here as they try to get onto Assault. Lots of pressure being applied. Minnow and Badang with the rotation, and they target Naruto there, as there's the knock-up, the follow-up. Nobody is dead yet. Somehow they're all surviving, and as I say, that first blood is onto Evander, but Badang, he's getting those pickoffs left, right, and center. It's a 2-for-1 trade-off. So I don't think Code Red were too happy with that invade. You know, invades, they're very risky plays.
Very entertaining, though. The aggression is quite nice.
Oh, yes. Well, it suits the SA style of play. Big aggression very early on. It's just that with the composition that Code Red had, they do have... not enough damage, shall we say, because you could see that engagement happened for quite some time, and there isn't really all that much damage that they could have done over a sustained period. Though we are just watching what could potentially be a little skirmish here on the gold lane. Both teams just sort of scouting out what's happening, making sure that their gold laners are going to be fairly safe. Guinevere rotating very early on towards the mid lane, but look at Naruto. He's trying to get level 4 on the XP lane, which is a nice rotation, but they could be walking into danger as the spatial migration lands, and that is going to be no Yuzong for this turtle fight. What do you think? This should go uncontested.
100%. I like the mid trio from the Aurora, the Mino, and the Badang. They're rotating quite well together as well.
Yes. a very, very tight rotations. The Zetchen is kind of trapped up here on this XP lane. So Yuzong made his way towards the mid. There's a little bit of a jungle invade going on. I mean, this is what you expect. The moment you lose a player on one of the sidelines, side lanes, you expect a bit of invade. They're going to be taking some farm away from you.
And they also have map control because of the rotations.
Yeah. With Master Merlin, he decided to trade this off. He is waiting patiently as the side of Purgatory Gildan 2 could be heading into the Moskov, who is under a lot of pressure in here. Heavy spin committed underneath the turret. The Minoan Fury as well. With the Frigid Glacier, they take out the Moskov, and Master Merlin, in a lot of danger himself, just manages to get out. So without they actually went in for that claw strat without that bit of vision, which I think costs them there.
100%.
So Purgatory Gildan 2, they've got themselves about a 1.3k gold lead, roughly. And now the ability to invade. I mean, look at this from Salt. He's making a movement straight across towards the blue buff. There's no real way to contest for this. This should be a stolen blue buff. Yuzong on that Black Dragon, he's actually 2 levels below the Badang, which is kind of scary if you're an XP laner.
Yeah, you can't exactly do the engages correctly either, so I'm very interested to see what they're going to do here, actually.
Yeah, they need to slow this game down. Okay, so we have another pause. I think aiding in the whole process of slowing games down. But they're going to have to slow it down, use the team fight composition that they have. Because what they've been doing is using this team fight composition to try to get pickoffs across the map. And it's not been working out for Code Red because of the counter engage ability of Purgatory Gildan 2. Now, both teams having team fight compositions. The question is, who's going to be able to win this out when it comes to the actual head-to-head for the team fights?
I would have thought that the Atlas and the Zetien would be doing quite well, actually, to be honest. But I think they've split their rotation. I think the Atlas went to the Moskov and the Mage went to the Yuzong. So it was a bit...
Oh, it looks like we had the screen turn off. Wait, 1 second. One second. Okay, I think this should have fixed it, Stormzy. I know you're here. Yeah, it is fixed. Okay, so if Shumzi, if the pause was... Okay, it was... Shumzi's gone. Okay, so it turns out that the screen is... there is some gremlins here today. And so the screen is sort of flickering off and on. And now finally it's back to where we can actually see. So apologies, ladies and gentlemen. We do have everything taken care of. And I'm not sure if the pause is... because the screen was having its own issues. It is having its own day. Or is it because one of the players have...
It's because Group TZ broke our stream.
Yeah, Group TZ.
Guaranteed. He was at McDonald's.
Yeah. Well, at least now it's sorted out, like 100%. So we'll wait for the referees to do their thing. And again, for those of you who are tuning in, right, my apologies for that. At least we now have everything back up and running and live. And as we continue the game, as you can see, heading in towards the 5-minute mark, towards the mid-game, it's the side of Purgatory Gildan who have quite a significant lead, though Evander, he's being poked down here. He's going to try to heal through all of this, but there's going to be... Oh, my goodness.
My soul.
What is this for, Sveta?
Anti-entertainment purposes.
And this is in like the middle of a team fight. You don't want this to happen in the middle of a team fight. As Meme Center is asking somebody to donate some MMR for Grok. You know, I've heard that people smurfing on other people's accounts has become a thing.
I don't blame them. Have you seen the state of our server?
Oh, yes, I have.
Yeah, so I actually don't blame them.
Yeah,
I support them in this endeavor.
Yeah, so the smurfing. Oh, nice play coming through from Gripteasy, as now it's a Fury. He's just hammering into everybody, and with that, Code Red have taken 3. It's a 3-for-nothing trade-off, and the game has swung once more back to an even state.
And here comes the Yuzon. Here's the zoning.
Yeah, made sure that the
I don't think it was necessary though.
I agree with you. I agree with you, because you'd be an absolutely crazy person if you're gonna go in a 1v3.
Well, it's possible. We've seen such.
Yes, but usually very
we've seen
unsuccessful.
people win such. Some of them have won.
Well, I did watch this clip very recently of one of the pro players going up against Onyx. He goes in a 1v4 on the Leo mod and kills 4 of the Onyx players.
So see, it's possible. You just have to believe in our players to do something.
Yeah. No, don't believe in yourselves that much. I'm a big fan.
Believe in yourself. Believe in yourself against us in rank. When you're playing against us, trust yourself. We believe in you.
You know, in rank, you get to see some of the craziest things from solo players. They just go in.
Oh, 100%. Inspire Hanabi will be my favorite.
Yeah. I mean, if you're going to pick up Hanabi, at least get the Aegis. At least. Now, both teams sort of congregating around the mid lane just to go in for a little bit of mid game control. Oh, nice heavy spin pin onto the wall here by Master Merlin. They trap up Evander, but he's trying to heal through all of this. There's the Frigid Glacier. Oh. But look at Fury. He's just dishing out damage on the backline. The dive in there onto Assault by Arthur Blitz. He's zoning everybody away, and they pick up a 2-for-1 trade-off in the mid lane. The question is now, can they take the advantage that they have and convert it into some map control?
Ideally, they should have pushed that mid lane as well.
Agreed.
But the Moscow's positioning was insane in that fight. Very good.
Yeah. Very much on point. I mean, he was just sitting there in the back and just dishing out damage.
As he should.
Exactly. That was, for those of you tuning in, marksman mains, this is what we like to see, positioning from marksmen. You know, stay safe until it's your time to get in. Third and final. Oh, lovely heavy spin onto the Badang, but he does manage to escape the attentions of that Akai, reposition himself, and without the heavy spin available, I don't think it would be wise for the side of Code Red to want to really go into any major engagements. It's one of those big team fight spells, you know, that you don't want to not have in the locker. So it should be back to farming, back to trying to get some control on the map.
Unless the tanks are brawling.
Yeah, unless the tanks are brawling. Oh, but it's Moscow. Oh, let's see what Moscow's build is so far. Obviously, we know it's the Trinity, right? But he's like 3/4 of the way to completing DHS. So he's going to have that up. Nice stun here onto Gripteasy, who's holding on to both Flicker and the Fatal Links. So he's going to have that available for the Lord. Akai is sort of spamming these heavy spins. Could be in some danger now. He's going to get caught out with the first crack. There's the Fury of the Phoenix as a counter-engaged Frigid Glacier is in there, but now Moskov, he comes in, and as soon as he comes in, everybody gets back out. His damage output right now is a little bit on the crazy side, but look at this from the Badang. He gets control onto Gripteasy. The follow-up from the team isn't going to be there. It's a 1-for-1 trade-off, but Moskov, he's hurting. He's into the backline. He's into the front line. He's into every line. He's on a mega kill. He's got the chaser. Does he managed to get back out from this? He dashed to safety underneath the turret and somehow managed to disengage. 2-for-1 trade-off and mid lane turret going in favor of Code Red. Purgatory Gildan, they're gonna have to sort of reset a little bit here.
And someone said the marksman aims as, what did you say?
I said there's a limited selection of heroes on the gold lane. Moskov being one of the very, very meta heroes right now. But it's not just about the hero, it's like how you play it.
No, he's playing it very well.
Mm-hmm.
His positioning is quite well. His aggression is also quite good.
Mm.
He knows when to go in and when not to.
Yes. Which
is very important for marksmen.
Yes, because gold lane, like jungle, is a little bit of a selfish role. You're there to try to keep yourself safe. Lord being started up here. Master Merlin taking a lot of damage, but gripped easy with the zoning. Black Dragon form is in there as well, as APC is trying to get that contest. Heavy spin being committed just to make sure they can secure the objective, and very disciplined Lord take here from the side of Code Red. It's one of those moments where, like, I appreciate when I'm watching something that's disciplined. You know, it's just not like everybody just went in and just congregated into the space around the Lord. They scouted each other out, XP-Lane in the right position with the roamer as well. Now it's all a question of wave equilibrium. Can they get this managed? As it seems, it looks like there's only going to be 2 waves that are sorted out.
2/3 done. 2 is better than none, I guess.
Yeah. Unless they're going for a somewhat of a little bit of a tricky strategy, where since the holy shields are up, you actually just try to get wave equilibrium with the second wave instead of the first. Ooh, Evander quite low, having to heal back up. The Lord will charge in and get rid of that holy shield. I think it's going to be difficult to actually get that protection there for the heavy shield. Pick off here into the mid lane. And there we see at least the ability for one wave to crash in Fatal Links with the Fury of the Phoenix drag back. It's unstoppable for the Moskov. Aurora's passive is proc. Yuzong is in deep water here. He's going to hope to try to sustain through all of this. Yeah, what the Blitz just manages to get out. Now, can they get the ability to lock on here? I don't think so. Because of the range of the X here, it looks like the side of Code Red feel that they've gotten as much as they can out of this engagement. They're trying to back off. Now, let me ask you this question, Dimple Joet. In terms of the defensive ability of Purgatory Gildan 2, they've got Badang with the first crack, you've got the Minoan Fury, you've got the Frigid Glacier, you've got the Full Barrage, Spatial Migration, Violet Requiem from the Guinevere. They actually have a very, very strong defensive lineup. Do you think that Code Red, who should be able to take the second Lord uncontested, do you think that if they do so, they'll be able to crack that base open?
I think they'll get an inhibitor or 2. I don't think it'll go further than that.
Yeah, it's
I suppose if they get the Atlas and Zetian combo correct, they basically inhibit the movement of their team, and the Moscow can possibly take most of them out.
Yeah. Yeah,
we'll have to see.
Yeah, it's a skill-based matchup here. It's going to be difficult. Once again, it's going to come down to wave equilibrium. Otherwise, what you were talking about with marksman's coming online, Ixia will have the potential to come online, because right now Moskov is very, very, very much online. Right, Ixia is only 3 items. He's already on his way to his 5th and final item. Though a very interesting strategy here from Code Red. They're allowing the Yuzong to split push instead of the Moskov. Is this going to be a bit of a problem? No, the zoning here is just... Yeah, he's using the Black Dragon form, trying to get into the backline. There's the follow-up. Fatal Links catches onto 2. But there's a full-on combination from pretty much everybody. Moskov, he's into the backline, uses the Spear of Destruction, but can he survive this? He's going to get stunned up, caught out, and that's going to be a shutdown kill onto the Moskov as Ixia gets the double shutdown. And that's a 2-for-1 trade-off. Make that 3. Some ill discipline coming out from the side of Code Red, and this has given Purgatory Gildan a bit of a lifeline in this matchup.
I think he was aiming for the Ixia and got Aurora instead. But they still went all in. But I think if he got the Ixia, it would have been game over.
True. Wouldn't it have been better if you actually waited for the Lord to spawn, synced up your waves, and then got into the base and then did that same exact activity, except instead of focusing on any hero, you could have just focused on the crystal.
That is also fair. But I mean, if you're going to go in, you might as well
Yeah.
Go big or go home.
Go big or go home. Yes.
Unfortunately, his team went big with him, and he obviously survived. True to form.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah, it happens. And with this now, you can see the Lords kind of wasted. They are trying to get some bit of pressure here onto ABZ, who is pushed back. Spear of Destruction slightly off the mark, but they should be able to pick this Badang off using pretty much every skill. Badang quite tanky, but with that potential pick-off, you can just go back to farming. But Ixia with 2 shutdown kills. Look at how much she jumped up in terms of gold.
I think that Yuzong just fed her. He handed his team on a plate for her.
Yeah, Ixia is she's heading towards completing her 5th item, has the Malefic gun already. Atlas a little bit further up on Flicker being committed there from Evander. Are they going to be going on to him? There's Atlas. He's going to go in. Fatal links onto 2. The Frigid Glacier is there with Yuzong. He's diving the Aurora into the back line. Spatial Migration does catch the Moskov, but this could be a potential winning angle. Now the Fury of the Phoenix comes out. It's going to be a 4-0. Will this be a full team wipe? It is a full team wipe. The wave is coming through. It's going to be 20 seconds. And I think with this, Code Red might have won the game.
The recall is diabolical.
Yeah. Well, we're going to see Mr. Recall Man in the next matchup. Well, not this next matchup. We're going to be going into game number 2 between these two teams. And then it's someone who is famously known as Mr. Recall Man. It's Light from Boah, if you remember the ISF.
Yes, our bestie.
Yeah, I do. Light. Super Light. I like Light. I've spoken to him quite a few times. He's a very entertaining guy.
I think he is the face of South African gaming at this point.
I agree with you.
Maybe African gaming.
I agree with you. I definitely agree with you. He's one of the most, if not the most famous player internationally. But with that being said, let me not forget to do this. Because sometimes I tend to forget to do this, which is switch which team is going to be first pick, first ban. So, what are your thoughts on this matchup here, in terms of the game? What could have Purgatory Gildan have done a little bit better?
Drafted a lot better, to be fair. They had Marksman and Mage last pick, and they take the most immobile 2 into a mobility comp. So, yeah. The draft is a bit...
Yeah. I agree. Yeah, I agree with you. It's, especially with the Yuzong there, because you saw this throughout the entire course of the game. The moment either Aurora or Ixia ultis, the Black Dragon's coming for them.
Exactly. Like, it just has to be timed correctly, and your backline you can't do anything.
Yeah, agreed. So, we're waiting for is this going to be a swap out? Because there are subs on the bench, and sometimes making a substitution can help you in the next matchup. And it's McCain that joins the lobby. So everybody should be ready and set. I'm going to tell them that we are starting now. So you got to click the ready button. I can't start if you don't click the ready button. Sometimes I wish that I had the ability to click the ready button for everybody.
It's called lack of patience.
Yeah, I'm not a very patient man. Not in the slightest. I like everything to happen quickly. In terms of the games themselves, sometimes the longer games are a bit more entertaining. True. But life's fast. If you think about it, right? Today is the 5th of July. I can remember New Year's like it was yesterday.
If life is fast, shouldn't we be wanting to slow things down and slow moments down?
No, whatever for.
Shouldn't that be the goal then?
Could be.
To enjoy it. To enjoy the moment. The moment's already going to pass. You might as well enjoy it.
Well,
you're never going to get a moment in time back.
Yeah, but I think that's more for the people who like to touch grass.
Okay, good to know. Interesting.
Yeah.
Lovely bit of wisdom there. Nobody here in this community touches grass.
Yes, nobody does. I don't even think so. I'm saying this right, and quite literally. I see sunlight once a week.
That's diabolical.
Oh.
That's actually diabolical.
I spend my entire life sitting in front of a computer screen.
So do the creeps in horror movies.
Yeah, well, I actually, since all of you have joined my casting staff, I actually will find out your addresses and know where you live. So, there is that.
Okay, not creepy at all. Not threatening at all. On a public platform, by the way.
Yeah, well. So Evander first ban, Marcel. Are we going to see the Paquito as the follow-up? I just noticed, right, that Marcel's background sound when you select him or ban him is actually like the snapshot from a photo. When you're taking a picture. Which is one of the things...
You really need to touch grass.
I
do.
do.
You really, really need to touch grass.
I do. Though, there's something that confuses me about your generation, Temple.
Crowned by heaven's mandate.
Gosh, okay.
My legacy shall endure.
Why does your generation have this love of taking selfies in bathrooms? There's so many places you can
Whoa.
take it.
Let's not group all of us with a selected few.
All I see everywhere is just bathrooms.
I unfortunately cannot speak for that selected few because I am not part of that. We will find someone and I will ask them for you, and I'll get back to you on that.
The photo looks unhygienic.
The idea is unhygienic. Why are you taking out your phone like that in the bathroom, in a public bathroom? If it's your own bathroom, good for you. In a public place, diabolical.
Well, at least you agree with me that is just weird. I'm sorry. It's that in the coffee cup thing. I don't understand. Like, why would you have your name there on the coffee cup and then you take a photo of it? Is this for like a missing person's photo? You're about to get kidnapped, so we know what your name is. I don't know, and where you were last seen.
Dad joke. That is such a dad joke.
It is, but it's nonetheless true. What is fascinating about a Starbucks coffee cup?
How cutely they write your name.
Will it grant immortality?
And how they incorrectly write your name sometimes as well. That's the humorous part of it.
I see. But back to the draft, right? If we take a look at Purgatory Guild, and they seem to want to disrupt the strategy or the game plan, the draft that Code Red had from the first match. There's two bans there that are respect bans from the previous game, Zetian and the Akai. Now,
Two very strong picks, actually.
Yes. True. They are meta heroes. The thing is, though, when you head into this stage in the competition, respect bannings based on the first match, do you think that's a viable option?
I think if it's better picks like a Paquito or like a Zeti and Nakai, it's valid.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, not really. I'm sure at this point everyone knows how to handle each hero in their designated lanes or whatever. So,
yeah.
I don't think they were played exceptionally well that they needed to be banned. But I just think they don't know PGD just can't handle it. So, which is fair. You want to make the game easier for yourself in your drafting phase.
Let them play the hero.
Yeah. I mean, that's pretty much what you want to do within the drafting phase. You really want to make sure that life's going to be okay. And speaking of making life easier, Salt picking up what he was famous for playing in the tournament so far, which is the Thermos. He's a bit of a tank melter. The question is, because I do know that the matchup between Thermos and the Basha is an interesting one. Let's say Code Red decide to go for the Basha pick. In that 1v1 matchup, who do you think's coming out on top? Thermos, Basha?
I feel like if I have to watch Thermos and Basha would be on them for a solid 10 to 15 minutes. So I really hope it's not a Basha pick here.
Yeah. Well, let's see.
I don't want to watch two tanky heroes going at it. It's not entertaining.
you know,
like keeping the camera on EXP lane the whole game. No, not something I want to see.
Yeah, it's why some players, and this is going to be a very controversial take, is why some players in the pro scene are a little bit more famous than others. I think it's just because of their hero pool, like Kyrie.
100%.
Yeah, because Kyrie's never won the M series. ever. Yet he's considered by many to be the best jungler in the entire game. Do you think he's the best jungler?
Chivalry is dead. I will
I think he's really good. I think there was a time where he could have been considered the best jungler. But yeah.
Not anymore.
Nah. I think he had his time.
Yeah. And well, we're actually getting to see some of the Gen Z explain to us why they like the bathroom so much. It's for the mirrors.
Oh, okay. So they don't have mirrors at home. Love that for them. You should actually sponsor a mirror for each person in your chat that's supporting you. Give back to the community.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea actually. Waylander Gaming mirror.
And please don't make it an ugly mirror now. Don't give them these basic ones that they can find in a bathroom.
Nice big mirrors. Well, we'll. I was just looking at this right now. Master Merlin picking up the Guinevere. Guinevere into Thalmos. I actually think Gwyn wins that matchup.
finish off what was left undone.
I think Master Merlin on that Gwyn is quite dangerous. That is his
signature.
But I don't think a Gwyn should be targeting the Thalmos in general.
Yeah. Well, if she can land the spatial migration when it's time to, retry, because she can retry while she gets that knock-up going. I think that could work out. But so far, the compositions... Okay, so it's going to be Xborg versus a Yuzong. I think Yuzong wins that match in lane.
I agree.
And then Kimmy 100%. up against the Eve. Kimmy, if you pair her with a proper tank, right? And so the question is, what tank is it going to be? Because we know that Evander likes to play those support heroes on the roam position, and Kimmy is not a hero that you want to go in with support. Although I don't know how big a fan. I don't know how big a fan you are of TikTok, Dimple.
The Estes with the Kimmy actually looks quite... Yeah, there we go.
Yeah. Welcome to TikTok, everybody. Welcome to TikTok.
I'm starting to get bored.
Well, this is the generation for the bathroom selfies, so are you really surprised?
Not at all. Not at all. You're going to have to get some disruption going onto the Estes. I mean, his heals and that, hybrid defense that he actually throws in is quite strong.
Yeah, no, he's quite... That combo, that Kimmy SS combo is quite... It's annoying and it's quite strong.
Ooh.
So if they can... And it's very aggressive as well. So we'll see how they play it.
Your team is picking.
Yeah. And Ruby now, like throwing an Estes in with a Ruby is quite scary. Because Kimmy...
back to Fighter Gold.
Yeah, back to Fighter Gold. I think... Okay, in terms of Fighter Goals, who can you actually play on the gold lane as a fighter? Ruby is one, right? But I can't really think of anybody else. Freya's dropped off from that role. She used to be a monster.
I feel like at this point, you can play anything in the gold lane. It's a free-for-all lane.
Yeah.
I've seen mages in that lane. I've seen fighters in that lane. I've seen tanks in that lane. I've seen an Eve in that lane doing the most. So it's quite diabolical.
I've been waiting for
Very interesting lane.
Yeah. What do you make of this final pick here, Carrie? Once she gets the Trinity up and running and maybe see Halbert as well, could cause some chaos. I mean, her damage output is so broken when she hits her ultimate, the light wheels.
Yeah, but I don't think she's been able to keep up with the Kimmy. Kimmy's got a whole front line. She's got mobility. She's got continuous damage. She outranges Carrie as well. So, we'll see.
It's going to come down to the set potential from the side of Code Red. If Master Merlin can land those spatial migrations onto his proper target is probably going to be Evander. Because if you can control him for long enough before the Estes can, cast his skills and burst him down, then that's going to be the winning formula for Code Red. Whereas with Purgatory Guild, and they need to make sure that they can keep Evander safe.
Yeah. If I see the Gwen jump the Thalmos, They're quite interesting.
Yeah, quite interesting. Well, it's going to come down to a skill-based matchup between these two teams as we head into game number 2. For those of you tuning in right now, it was Code Red with the first blood, first victory in this matchup. Actually, they did get the first blood as well, though that early game jungle invade didn't 100% pay off for them. But into the game number 2 we go. Purgatory Gildan 2, hoping to even the series out, even the points. And as you can see, there's this Kimmy. She's going to be so annoying. But oh, Graptizi, he's just doing what Glue does best. Is there a more annoying roamer than Glue?
Marcel.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like they pick the roams kit with annoyance in mind.
Yes. Most definitely. Quick plays, though, onto ABZ. They want to put some pressure in onto this Xbox, get rid of the frog armor, and give some space for Author Blitz, who's going to be one of their win conditions to get a little bit of farm and come online. Meanwhile, Master Merlin, he's being like a little thief here.
It's payback.
Yeah, he's just quietly stealing everything. And because Salt went for like a different kind of a rotation. He went to take one of the bits of farm there on the top. Meanwhile, Master Merlin was like, oh, if you're going to be stealing my farm there on the top lane, he cleared out almost all of the jungle. That's kind of crazy. But he's going to need his team to provide a certain degree of protection, because he went with the blue buff. And with the poke onto Griptizi, it means that the red half of his jungle is going to be left open. As you can see, the full 3-man moving in across here. As there's a skirmish between the carry and the Ruby. Now, Master Merlin, does he have his retribution? He does not. He goes in there with just a little bit of poke, and so it's a jungle for jungle trade-off. Some very nice rotations from the two. But Master Merlin's going to get dragged back. He's going to get pulled in. There's the first blood. They can't get their way to dealing with this Estes. It's a double for Salt. And with that, a very, very, very strong early game for the side of Purgatory Gildan 2.
It was the same way in the last game as well.
Yeah.
See how...
But Author Blitz, he's got a lovely camping angle in here. He's just waiting for the right target to come across. Salt just did a beautiful bush check there to make sure that his squishies can stay a little bit safe. But now, the question is, can they get the... there's the Black Dragon form being committed. The turtle is quite low. There's the real world manipulation, but Salt does secure that objective. However, he's going to be controlled up. There's the last insanity onto everybody. Xborg blows up too. It's a 2-for-1 plus turtle trade-off in favor of Purgatory Gildan 2, but Carry with the quick rotations comes in to save the team, but Ruby says, no, if you're rotating, I can rotate too, and keeps the trade-off in favor of Purgatory Gildan 2.
Definitely more entertaining than the first game.
Yeah. That's
a bit greedy there from the Xbox.
A little
bit. But it's okay. We, for entertainment purposes, we'll take it.
Yeah. It's always nice when we have these big team fights. Though with this, it's about a 1.2k gold lead in favor of Purgatory Gildan 2. And here, like, look, for Code Red, it's going to be... the win condition is actually the carry. You have to make sure that carry is going to be A-okay. Nice wave freeze in here. McCain might overextend. I don't think he will. He senses that there's some sort of danger.
He saw that bait coming from a mile away.
Yeah, most definitely. Now, Carry, being controlled up here, has to get back to safety, because there could be a counter rotation coming through from the side of Purgatory Gildan 2. This is the one thing that I'm not a huge fan of when you play supports on the roam, is the fact that you're not safe to rotate, because there isn't really much by way of vision.
Yeah, but I think the support is meant to be with the jungler most of the time. So your jungler is supposed to fulfill that role instead of the support, and the support just does its thing.
Yeah, Carry.
That was supposed to be the trade-off.
Yeah, Carry almost being taken down, but there's the control here onto the Thermos. Spatial migration into the Violet Requiem as they get a pick-off kill in response. And that is no jungle available as the turtle is up. Now, the dive into the backline by Arthur Blitz on this Yuzong. The Purify is coming through as Evander is going to be forced back out, but look at the ABZ on that X-Borg. He pops the last Insanity. The real world manipulation is in there. They do manage to get... Oh, but Master Merlin with the spatial migration once more, but the flicker's out, just keeping everybody alive. And
It was nice zoning though.
yeah, it was.
Brilliant zoning by the Yuzong and the Eve there.
It was. So they secured what they wanted. It does keep the gold lead fairly even. I actually dropped a little bit. If my maths is mathing.
Well done. Congratulations.
Well, I do have...
It happens. It happens to the best of us.
well, my maths should be mathing, considering, what I've studied.
It's okay. I think you studied it too long ago. That's okay. We accept you as you are.
Oh, as an old man in a young man's profession right now, casting. So now we're just taking a look at... there was some map control that was provided by Carry. So at least open the map up a little bit. And this game has got to feel very much like the first one, where it was the side of Purgatory Gildan in the lead in the early part of the game, and then slowly but surely Code Red dragging it back. Because like the gold lead's pretty much even right now. Master Merlin went in for a bush check, but this could be some big danger. He's gonna get caught out and blown up here in the mid lane. Eve, the next one to be chased down, has to flicker back to safety. But Salt with the Ruby in there, they go in for this dive underneath the turret glue. Gripped easy, he gets the grab onto one. He drags back Evander, but now he's in danger himself. Carry there to provide some amount of protection here in the mid lane, but this is going to be difficult. It's Carry up against 4 to try to clear this wave. Does manage to do so, and the jungle invade continues here from Purgatory Gildan, saying that this is not heading like the first game. We've got a plan.
It's a bit of a tug of war, actually.
Yeah. It's nice when they have this bit of back and front feel to it. Third and final turtle is up. Ability to contest might be there from the side of Code Red, but the way Thamos is eating through this turtle is crazy speeds. Oh, but there's the engagement. However, Master Merlin has to worry about the Purify. Grip CC, he's taken down quite low. Carry, she doesn't have the flicker available, but she's standing and just delivering in there. The positioning from Fury is so on point on the marksmans. Now the dive underneath the turret. Grip CC uses the flicker as Guinevere tried to land that spatial migration slightly off the mark, but Grip CC with the grab into the backline, but now he's going to have to hightail it because Kimmy's just slowing him down, eating him up, and that's going to be the glue taken out. Meanwhile, with all this pressure being applied, could we see a bit of a trade-off in terms of what's happening in there? There's a spatial migration catching down one, but no, the heals from Evander keeping everyone alive. But oh, look at the carry. Oh my goodness, the chase is on. It's going to be Ancient Ice. Could he be taken down? Passive being procced, but Evander with the rescue onto his teammate. Oof, crazy stuff. I don't think they want to let me breathe.
Estes is carrying the team on his back.
Yeah.
The little elf is doing the most.
Yeah. Estes' positioning in this match has been very much on point. But with all of this happening, right, Eve, who wasn't part of the team fight, managed to secure another turret. And even though the gold lead in favor of Purgatory Gildan 2, the kill count in their favor as well, we're just going to take a look at the itemization as well. It's the map control that Code Red has. So let me ask you this, Dumple. Would you want to have the map control that Code Red has, or would you prefer the gold lead and kill count that Purgatory Gildan has?
I prefer the map control, because you're going to get to a point in the game where the gold difference doesn't really matter. I'd rather have map control, and then,
Yeah, than gold. Yeah, because just one engagement.
Once everyone's built, it's, it's discipline, it's control, it's map. It makes it just easier.
Yeah. The ability to sort of like control the movements of everyone by pushing is going to be there. Now, both teams are set up very interestingly. Look at Evander's position. He's given full vision, and their target is going to be Master Merlin, who has to sort of reposition himself. Meanwhile, there's a bit of a push in here. Fury trying to defend this tier 1 turret. I don't think it's defensible, but now the wraparound angle is in here as Code Red. They're trying to get the dive in. Their target is going to be the backline there with the Yuzong as the dives are on. They're trying to force everybody away, but oh my goodness, Arthur Blitz does get a kill, but it's a shutdown from Salt as he is really starting to hurt on this Thamos, and that's going to be a 3-for-1 trade-off in favor of Code Red, I mean, in favor of Purgatory Gildan. Make that 4-for-1, and that's an uncontested Lord. So it looks like they should be able to even up the map control with this.
See, Estes surviving all of that is actually genuinely diabolical. He's doing more than a tank would be doing in that position.
Yeah, and all he has is Flask of Oasis, really, in order to sustain.
Don't worry, Kimi is his last item.
Now,
the Kimi SS combo is so dangerous.
It is. So, Purgatory Gildan, they've got themselves into a very strong position to win this matchup. I think right there with the wraparound play. The wraparound play was right from Code Red. It was just there was too big of a split between the front and the back line. As it was your two frontliners engaging onto the back line without any ability to really follow up. But the Lord being stopped here, this is a bit of a dangerous position to try to stop the Lord. Though it did work out in favor of Code Red. I suppose the wave equilibrium not being on point was helpful.
Kira's damage is actually coming in as well.
Yeah. But like we were saying from the start of the game, the win condition for Code Red depends on the carry. They need to keep carry as safe as possible, because she's the one who's going to do the most in terms of winning these matchups. But if you can get that engagement like Salt managed to do onto the carry, I mean, even without the Estes being close by, he just sustained through all of carry's damage and managed to get the kill. The question is, though, once carry picks up the Sea Halbert, will that continue to be the case? Because you can see that Sea Halbert's on the way.
We're about to find out if it'll be enough.
Yeah. 70 seconds to go for the next Lord. Purgatory Gildan with 1 foot in the direction of a victory. It's going to be discipline right now that can get them over the line. Whereas the side of Code Red are hoping to get some amount of disruption going so that they can actually utilize the composition they have. They're going to hope that carry can complete the Sea Halbert before it's time for the Lord. So she's got about 40 seconds to do so. They need to prioritize a little bit of farm in here, as Gripteasy is the one helping with the scout outs just to make sure that everything's okay. 30 seconds to go for the Lord. Nice litho pick off in here just to make sure there's a little bit more map control. If you're the side of Purgatory Gildan too, though, who would you leave to do the split pushing? Or would you actually leave anybody to do split pushing around this next Lord?
I personally would just go to Lord.
Yeah.
I wouldn't really do some split pushing here because everyone's already in position for the Lord.
Yeah, so there's the Black Dragon form a little bit early. They're trying to get onto Evander who pops the ultimate, and they do manage to take down the Estes. Oh, what a team fight here from Code Red. The last insanity into the backline. They managed to take down 3. This is going to be 4. The chase is on. The Immortalities has been procced. They're trying to get in onto the Kimi. Who is going to be the next to fall? It's a 4-for-2 trade-off. And actually, with the carry being alive, they have the ability to take this Lord anyway.
Yeah. So that's why they should have been at Lord.
Yeah, agreed.
But also, if you know your teammate is not there, you shouldn't have engaged either. You should have just backed off. So
actually, carry is not building the Sea Halbert. She went for Malefic Gun. You think that could cost them, carry not having the Sea Halbert?
I think it should be fine.
Well,
I think she should 100% fine.
yeah. Well, if they can get
You don't
another...
generally need, yeah, you don't generally have to build the anti-heal on the marksman,
But it's
especially in a team fight comp.
yeah, it's a question though of whether they can get the set onto Evander, because like you saw that the moment Estes was out of the equation, the team fight went very, very differently.
Yeah, so I think she's going to trust her team to get that set.
Yeah, you're gonna have to back your team in this instance. Wave Equilibrium, not too bad from the side of Code Red. They're gonna try to... I don't think they can really go in for open the base kind of play unless... Oh, there's the dive here onto the Xbox. He's taken out, and this should be a tier 2 turret. Can they crack the base open with what they have available? I don't know. I don't think so.
They might be able to.
Ah, nice retry coming in from Salt. Nice retry. And well, the Lord being taken down, so the best they can hope for is maybe another tier 2 turret, but it's going to be difficult. They want to try to focus onto the mid lane, but the defense is in there. Master Merlin with the spatial migration does not catch on to anybody. The minion managing to secure one more tier 2 turret. And this game is very 50-50 right now.
I'm going to say Master Merlin is just using the jump to, bait out skills.
Yeah.
I'll give him the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah. Otherwise...
We believe in our players.
So what you're trying to say to me, Dimple Druid, is we need to make a montage of every Master Merlin jump in this game.
Let's not quote me on that. He's going to find me and ask me what am I doing. Hopefully he doesn't watch the stream.
Yeah, well, they all do. Actually, most of the players always rewatch the streams, and then I get some messages afterwards like, "No, this is why we were doing this." And I was like, "Yeah."
Okay, my in-game name is actually Dobby Sock. Okay, just if you're looking for someone, yeah.
Dobby Socks. That's actually quite a cool name.
I stole it.
From whom? Don't say from Dobby and his socks.
From he who shall not be named. See what I did there?
Yeah. That's strangely enough what I saved my ex-girlfriend's number on my phone. She who shall not be named.
Why? Okay, congratulations. You just like exposing yourself on the stream. Please continue.
Yeah,
Continue.
true. But I thought it was quite amusing. She did not.
I can't imagine why.
It's a funny name. How would you say so?
No, I think I'm going to back her on this one.
Oh, lovely spatial migration. And they take out Evander before the Lord. The setup was in there, but now there's going to be the last insanity as they take out Fury. So it's two big pickups, but there's going to be a killing spree from the Blitz. But he's going to be chased down here. He's going to try to turn around and survive the damage output of Salt on the Stamos, who is just, oh my goodness, really starting to hurt. He's going to get dragged back with the grab. However, it's a shutdown kill onto the Blitz. Ruby trying to get some amount of sustain. There's nice get over here grab coming through from McCain, as I'd say honors even in this trade-off. Can they take the Lord without the carry?
They're about to try.
Yeah, and everybody's so low.
Take them out.
Yeah, I know. Xbox trying to put a lot of pressure in here. He doesn't have the frog armor to be able to deal with this, but there's the Rubio into the backline, gets the pickup kill, but the spatial migration comes in there with the Violet Requiem as Master Merlin somehow survives this Grip Cheesy. He doesn't have the immortality, but he has the grab, and it's Grip Cheesy with the grab, and the Lord, there's the knockups, there's the follow-up. Oh my goodness, it's a shutdown onto the Guinevere as the rest of Code Red are hightailing it, but Black Dragon coming out as well. This was kind of messy as a team fight.
Highly messy. Can't blame them for trying. It was a good kill on the Ruby, though.
Yeah, it was. Now, without the numbers, because it's only 3 players on the map, it's going to be difficult to be able to crack the space open. But look at this play coming through from the carry and...
Let's try.
Yeah, can they actually get this done? If they can get some amount of disruption going, they actually get the base cracked open and they get out. Oh my goodness, some sneaky plays here from Code Red.
Fury on Marksman is very good.
Yeah. Yeah, I must admit. Oh, but the last insanity, does he have the flicker to escape this? I don't think so. There's a lot of damage, but it's going to be Ruby controlling everybody up. They get the pick-off in there as the Lord being left. Arthur Blitz, he's in a 1v5 situation. I don't think he's surviving this. There's no way. But while all of that's happening, look at the Lord. It's going to charge in. It's very, very low in terms of HP, and that's going to be a tier 3 turret. Do you think it was worth getting those 2 pick-off kills?
I do, but I think this Eve is cosplaying as the marksman. She's been split pushing the whole game.
yeah, very true. I mean, I'd say this comes down to comms, because you're gonna need like some communication to be able to. It's your shot caller who needs to be saying, "Hey, not you split pushing. It's you split pushing." Giving the directions to the players as to who's supposed to be filling what role. But with the map being opened up like this, Code Red, they're actually in position to close this game out. But the team fight potential from Purgatory Gildan is so high that we're at the 20-minute mark, which means whoever wins this next engagement, I'm not even saying who's going to win the next Lord, just whoever wins this next team fight is probably going to be able to seal the deal.
Yeah, 100%. I think they needed to help their carry at that point, but I think they were too far as well to provide any help to that carry in the last one. So as long as they make sure that the carry is okay, they should be able to
do something. But you've got 2 of your squishies here on the front line for Code Red. Oh, but the control, and it's onto Assault. Do they manage to take him down? Thanos with the Inferno. He manages to survive through all of this, but the dive is into the backline. But look at the damage output from Kimmy. However, Yuzong, he's tanking through everything. Last Insanity being used to just zone away. They are trying to chase this Xbox down. Is he going to be taken out? Carry uses the flicker play, manages to get the kill. As this fight continues, it's a 3-for-1 straight off Carry. She's really hurting. She's going to be able to take out the Ruby. Ruby gets a pick-off kill into the backline, but she's going to be taken down. It's a 4-for-1 trade-off. It's only Kimmy, but Group Cheesy is like, I want to try to get the wraparound play in here. They've got a minion wave. If they can actually deal with the carry, with the Kimmy, they could potentially end this. So it's about who's going to sacrifice their life for the Black Dragon, for the zoning, lock on to the Nexus, and that's going to be game, set, match, going the way of Code Red.
Well played to both teams, though.
Yeah, well played to both teams.
Very, very well played.
Sure. Very entertaining match, but we're going to have to jump very quickly on to the next one. It's going to be Boah Woah up against Immortal Order Goliath. And before we go into the pause screen, let's say hello to Shroomzy, who is the leader of Immortal Order overall. His team number 2 is going to be playing. Shroomzy, what are your thoughts on the next matchup?
Yo, bro. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie if I'm saying I'm stressed. Like, I want to say GG easy to Immortal Order Goliath, but yeah, this is one of the hardest games in their group. Of course, not counting the monsters that are there. So it's going to be a tough battle, but with the practice they had in the comp they planned out, there might be a chance.
Might be a chance. Interesting. So, this is what I like to hear about all the strategies and stuff going on in the background. But let's get to see how things turn out in that next matchup. We're just going to have the pause screen up and running. We'll be back in just a second.
Late night, dark blue, feel that way. No rush, I don't chase. Move slow, set the pace. All calm, all wait. Dark blue, low light, no talk, just vibe. Step in, whole night, all eyes, don't lie. Came in quiet, no scene made, no flashes, clean shade. Everything move when I say, no rush, let it play. Cold air, slow res, no stress, no tears, all smooth, no mess, just steps. Wait, let it ride like that, slow. bring it right back. Dark blue, feel that way. No rush, I don't chase. Move slow, set the pace. All calm, always. Dark blue, low light, no talk, just vibe. Step in, whole night, all eyes, don't lie. All black, blue tint glass, no pass, just pass, no sound, just bass. Everything in place, no tone, don't flex, no need, just press. One move, that's set, no doubt, no guess. Down, feel it in your chest now, slow. Everything connect now. Dark blue, feel that way. No rush, I don't chase. Move slow, set the pace. All calm, always. Dark blue, low light, no talk, just vibe. Step in, whole night, all eyes, don't lie. Yeah. Stay cool. Stay cool.
Midnight calling. You feel it too. Low flame flicker in the dark. Cold wind whisper through my heart. Every step echo like a spark. Something tearing me apart. I hear your name in the night, but it don't sound right. Like a ghost in the light, pulling me in. Don't run, don't run. Don't hide too late. Feel it close, can't escape. Heartbeat racing, feel that break. It's inside. Wide awake. Don't run, don't fight, don't speak.
Hello everybody and welcome back to the stream. We're heading into game number 2. It is Immortal Order Goliath up against Boah. Woah. This is going to be a cracker of a game, though I think Boah go into this game as favorites.
Definitely. I know they're my favorite for this match. I hate to Immortal Order.
Yeah, very, very unbiased comments. You know, in all fairness, right? To be a bit honest, it's going to be an entertaining game. But Woah, as we know, is one of the, I'd say, like, definitely a top 10 squad in the server.
100%. Plus, Super Light is the face of Africa, so we have to support him.
Yeah, Super Light, the face of Africa, though he didn't want to show his face. I think
he was the chosen one.
I think he's on the thumbnail, though. I was actually going to double check that. I didn't see who was on the thumbnail. I was just like, let's put up thumbnail and carry on. Now, the Phobia's ban, straight off the bat from Boah. It's one of those heroes that I've noticed in ranked gameplay being picked up quite a bit. Was that buff that he received enough to make him meta?
I think it's because he counters a fair bit. They probably want to play something that he counters quite well. So I wouldn't say he's that meta. I could be incorrect. My EXP laners are a bit questionable.
Yeah,
at most.
Well, I do understand that because, like, I mean, look, he does deal with Paquito quite nicely, and if you're going to be banning out the Phobius, I don't expect a Paquito ban to come in. Are you going to leave it open and force Immortal or the Goliath to actually ban out the Paquito? Now, Harith being banned out means that it looks like IOG, they've definitely been doing their homework onto Boah. Knowing that they do like to pick up the Harith, and well, it looks like an Atlas ban as well. Atlas has been quite strong in this current meta.
Yeah. High set potential. It's quite... All these tanks, honestly, if I could ban all the tanks, I would quite easily ban them all.
Yeah, well, especially when you're on the mid lane, because it's like you're constantly having to deal with the pressure of a tank being in your face. And Atlas, it's like his ultimate's amazing. Fatal Links is one of the best ultimates in the game. But at the same time, that second skill of his with the passive, he can use it sort of like how Marcel is used. High mobility gets in, just freezes you in place.
Yeah.
And, you know.
Different perspectives.
I know it well.
Speaking of Marcel, that's the ban. Will we see IOG ban out the Paquito? Because it's being set up right now for Boah to actually lock onto the Paquito.
Apparently, the tank Sora deals quite well with the Paquito in lane. So maybe they're not even
Too stressed about
that
it.
scared of it.
I was talking to some of the Filipino coaches on the server, right? And also in a conversation with Virus as well. We were reviewing some of the pro games where Sora is picked up into a Paquito. It's a pure skill-based matchup. It's like about who lands their skills first.
I think in higher ranks or in higher skilled matchups, it's always a skill-based thing. You'll see like Kyrie will jungle with like a Kaja. And it's not even about the picks anymore. It's about the skills. How can you handle this? How can you outplay here? And I think that's why.
Your team is picking.
Yeah, and okay, Akai is a solid ban, but we knew that Paquito was going to be picked up. The question is, are we going to see IOG go for the Esme pick? Because Esme is actually one of the heroes who deals quite well with a Paquito.
And she's very good to get into the back line as well. It's very annoying to deal with an Esme.
Yeah, because it's like you can't burst her down. You need to there's the Esme pick. I mean, it's sort of standard right now, and it's not like you're gonna be banning out the Esme if you're the side of Boah. But in this matchup, right, Paquito has the advantage in the sense that he can clear a wave quite quickly. And rotate. So that's the danger for IOG right now.
100%.
No,
I mean, some people just leave their waves and just rotate. So we don't know what we're going to see. We're going to be, hopefully we'll be surprised in a good way.
Yeah, true. Ooh, but Blank going for a Fredrin into an Esmeralda. I don't know about that as a choice. Because, I mean, Esme she doesn't really care too much about if Fred's going to disrupt what she's doing. And she can sort of, with the shield especially that she generates, she can kind of eat through the Appraiser's Wrath. Which does do a lot of damage, let's be fair, right? But I don't think Appraiser's Wrath is enough to burst down an Esme.
I don't think he's going to be looking to engage the Esme. I think the Esme is going to be focused on the mage, and Fredrin is going to be focused on their whatever he's focusing on, the backline. Well, ideally, I think they'd stay away from each other if their targeting is correct.
True love.
Yeah. Though Esme in the early part of the game, I mean, being an XP laner, one of your jobs is to try to disrupt the jungler in order to get that retribution secure. Now, this is quite interesting in terms of banning phases. This is something that you'll see in high-level drafting. The moment one team does not pick their jungler in the first phase, then you expect, like Boah, they've got their jungler already set. You usually expect them to hard focus the jungle bans in the next phase of banning.
Oh, that's interesting.
Always on the way.
I didn't know that.
Your team is banning.
Because it's like this, right? Yeah, you can see there's the Basha. It's just that you want to make sure that your jungler can have the best time to secure the neutral objectives. You're expecting at least another tank on the roam position. The Matilda ban, okay, Matilda could work quite nicely into this composition. You can see IOG, they just want to ban out the roamers. I'm expecting one more jungle ban. Maybe a marksman, right? Maybe. But yeah. Well, because Claude can get the dive into the backline onto Kubo on the Eve. Now, into the final picks we go. IOG still have jungle and MM to pick up. Carry is still available. Who do you think carry would work?
I was about to say, I think so. For the fridge, it's quite good. But also you said they draft in the second phase to make it easier for their jungle. So why would you intentionally pick a Fredrin into an Esme if it's not? That doesn't make it easier for your jungle.
Yeah. Well, it's, sometimes within the drafting phases, and this is where we're going to have some stuff coming up there that's going to help players and teams with drafting. Just to understand how the phases work and what you're supposed to do. Because I'm sure you noticed this as well, Temple Druid, across the AFL and other tournaments and series here in Africa. Our drafting can sometimes be a little bit all over the show in terms of order.
No, 100%. Yes, 100%.
So actually he's deciding to go for the Moskov pick. With the carry being available, interesting, unless they just want to try and use some split push potential there. But that's going to be difficult with a Paquito on the map. Because Moskov wants to split push, but Paquito has the mobility to both deal with Moskov's potential split push and get back across for team fights.
Yeah, 100%. I feel like he could possibly just burst down that Moskov. That before he even blinks, Moskov is going to be gone.
Yeah, exactly. Because his damage output is scary.
Yes, it is quite scary. Even if Moskov pushes him away with that second skill, he's still going to come back.
Yeah, these combinations are oof.
Yeah.
Deadly. Now, Super Mab locking onto the Grok and Super Light on the Bruno. Bruno, with the crit build, is slowly creeping his way back up the ranking ladder. But I'm loving this Grok pick. You can use it to great effect in this team fights. And the final pick from IOG, Idris locking onto Belmont, who is kind of scary at this moment in time.
Their comp is a bit interesting. Very interesting.
Well, their saving grace won't be within the first few minutes of the game. I'd say the first 3 or 4 minutes goes straight in favor of Boah. We're going to expect a lot of jungle invades coming through from them. But once Kamala gets that Curse of Blood online, it combines very well with Belmont with his lethal counter. Because that lethal counter is like a huge AoE execution spell.
Let's hope they can execute it well.
Yeah. So into the game we go. This is game number 1. Woah up against Immortal Order Goliath. It's for the points, it's for the positioning. Immortal Order Goliath, they had some nice victories, but this is one of the monsters in their group. As it's Death Eater, just trying to zone Super Mab away. They want to establish a bit of mid lane control, but look at his play from Kubo. He just dragged the wave right close towards him and made sure that he's going to be able to secure his farm as best as he can, because I mean Zushin is super annoying to deal with in the mid lane.
He can secure his farm safely. I think that is the word. Safety.
Yeah, safety first.
On mage 100%.
There's always this question on the mage role, right? Because you see players like Sans who very aggressive on the mage. And he plays certain mages very well. So is it a question of having that ability to be aggressive? Because like Zushin is also one of those mages where you need to be aggressive when you're playing. Or would you rather have a mage that's more about positioning and safety?
I think it's the type of mage that you're playing, but aggression is always good. Aggression is generally always good. But it also depends on what mage you are playing. Do you need to be safer? Do you need to position better? For example, an even Fasha is immobile in their ults, so they need to position quite well. Whereas the Zushin can just, not saying she doesn't need to position well, but she has that ability to be more aggressive and in your face.
Yeah. Agreed. I mean, just look at this from the Esme, right? Granted, she's not level 4 just yet, but she's been doing a great job of just dealing with Gambit here on the Paquito, who's now going to go in with a full combination, and as you can see, Esme just sort of eats that up. Meanwhile, a little bit of a skirmish happening here in the mid lane. Jake's, could he be caught out as a... It just wants to keep the zoning away. Blank pulling the turtle closer towards their side. This is going to be a huge battle going on. Paquito trying to find his way in towards the backline. Turtle down to half HP, but there's going to be the real world manipulation. Blank secures the retribution, and there's Pac-Man into the backline. It's going to be a turtle and one trade-off. Oh, but it's the Appraiser's Wrath coming through. Gets the setup. Spear of Destruction committed from Moscow, but I don't think you want to jump into a 1v3 situation.
Not at all.
Yeah.
At least not yet. At least not yet.
Yeah. Unless you're playing up against Temple Druid in rank. Then she strongly recommends doing that. Ooh, super light. Could he be caught out? Will we see the follow-up stun? Nice flicker back to safety. Oh my goodness. If that stun landed against the wall, that was it. Bruno's World Cup was over.
Don't let Isa shake hear that, please. Protect our players.
Protect the players.
That is our motto.
And you see, you're saying about my dad jokes, but you laugh. All of you laugh, young generation.
Oh my gosh, I'm laughing because I have to be here and cast with you, so I have to,
That's what you all say. That's what you all say. But you know the dad jokes work.
Do they though?
Yeah.
Do they?
Well, it's better than the ones that Scarpy tries to stop me from saying. Like the more, apparently because I'm old, I don't have a filter.
I'm not going to comment on that.
Well, it was a different time to grow up in, where like certain words that are apparently banned now, you're not allowed to say this on live stream. I'm like, really? When did they stop allowing us to say these things?
That is a topic we do not want to debate or go into. We will get cancelled for that one, unfortunately.
Yeah, sadly.
Freedom of speech is not that free.
But nice play coming through from beautiful flicker from Kubo, keeping himself alive, but the full-on engages in there. Lethal counter coming out from the Bellman. The drag back, the control, super light picks up the kill onto Esme. And this is a kill with the second turtle of the game being up. And 5-0. It's Woah, who are like really using this early game pressure that they have.
Positioning well, rotating well, everything is on point.
Yeah. They've gotten very nice control, though it's got to start translating into a bit of map control, because you need to start getting those turrets down. Super map just providing that vision so Belmont can get the locker, but he's standing a little bit too close to the wall. Super light. He has the flicker to reposition. Real world manipulation from Kubo, zoning everybody back. Do they have the ability to actually get the wraparound? Because IOG taking some time to respond to this. It's only Jakes and Achilles that's left underneath the turret by their lonesome. Belmont now making his way across with the Zushin. Can they put the pressure in here? Oh my goodness, there's gonna be a double kill coming, though. At least 2 kills underneath the turret. Belmont, he's trying to engage it onto the Grok. Can they take this turret down? No. Belmont just manages to clear the wave just in time. But Blank with the rotation across, he senses an opportunity to be able to control this Belmont up, who dashes back to safety underneath the tier 2 turret. But this engage now in the jungle, this bit of pressure has created space for this first turret of the game to be taken down. Boah in a very dominant position early on in the game.
Red team turret has been destroyed.
That's 2 turrets being taken out here, so... and potential mid lane control, Spear of Destruction has been committed. We're just taking a look at Gambit. Making his... I thought he was going to go for a wraparound play. But I suppose the third turtle is available. And I don't think this is going to be IOG with the ability to contest.
I doubt it. Although they could try for entertainment purposes, if they can hear us.
Yeah. Oh, look at Paquito! He goes in onto the Zushin. She goes out with that Crimson Lantern to try to disengage. Now the control up in here. Curse Blood only catches onto one, but the Tectonic Charge, the setup is in there with the real world manipulation for zoning. Look at Superlight. His positioning is, he's like, yeah, I'm into the backline. Oh, is this gonna... Oh my goodness, that was almost a maniac. But Gambit stole it.
Gambit is ops, guaranteed.
Oh my goodness. I actually thought that was a maniac on the way.
Blue team has slain the turtle.
So third turtle, okay, look, it was 30 seconds to go for the turtle to change to Lord. Would you have just left it to go for the Lord? Maybe 8-minute Lord might be more effective.
No, I think they're just trying to end now.
Yeah.
They're not in the... They don't have patience either.
Yeah, true. Oh,
They're
the
not
flicker.
in the business of patience.
Well, you know, it's a typical South African gameplay. It's very aggressive. Most players here in our server, they don't have the opportunity to try to, you know, want to wait for too long. Though like I said, right, if you waited 30 seconds, you could have gotten a Lord, and with a Lord being available, even though it's just the 8-minute Lord, you can achieve a little bit more in terms of map control. Now, the chase is on here onto Superlight. They know he's got no flicker, but with 4 members in there now, they're diving in onto Superlight on this Bruno, but he's just so fed right now. He's not interested in anybody or anything. He gets a double, he's gonna get the triple. Oh, but the lethal counter coming in from the Belmont gets the shutdown. But control here, the taunt up onto Death Eater, as he should be the next taken down. It's a 3-for-1 trade-off. Meanwhile, look at Gambit on the top lane.
Gambit's rotation is actually really good
Yeah.
in this game.
It
His
is.
movement is quite... But I guess the Paquita allows him to do all of that.
Agreed. You know, Paquito has that very, very high mobility, and they've gotten a Holy Shield down, which is quite a big thing with under 20 seconds to go for the first Lord. Now, pressure being applied here into the mid lane. Curse of Blood does not land onto anybody, but Grok, he's trying to zone everybody away. That's another tier 2 turret taken out. Oh, the Appraiser's Rats catches onto everybody, but they have the damage output, and that's no retribution now, as the Lord is up. Was that a bit of overextension there from Blank?
100%.
Yeah.
Should have waited. But I still think they can take this Lord easily at the Bruno. He's basically melting Lord.
Yeah, true. But this Belmont was just like maybe a split second too close to getting in there. Oh, but lovely control with the wall with Grok. Tectonic Charge, the chase is on. But the damage output from Superlight, my word, he is melting everybody right now. If you just take a look at his build, this is just with Harsclaws, Berserkers, and Malefic.
Asa Shake should take notes, guaranteed.
How many games does Asa have on the Bruno?
2,596,000.
A very specific number. I don't know why you're stalking his profile, but okay, we'll let that slide.
I'm willing to bet it's not even close to the actual number.
Yeah. So the wave equilibrium, not quite there yet. Real world manipulation from Kubo, lovely setup in there. But Bruno pops that ultimate into the backline, but the Curse of Blood does catch onto 3. Do they have the ability to separate and deal with the damage? Oh, the control, lovely control. What a Tectonic Charge from the Grok. The setup is in there. They're trying to crack the base open. Nice taunt from Fredrin. This should be Moskov. This is a full team wipe, and the ability to actually end. The wave is pushing in here on the mid mid lane. No holy shields available, as this should be it. It's only Camilla left alive to defend this. Can they clear the wave and get it across in there? The team is distracting a little bit here, but the minions could have created a bit of chaos. Now the lock onto the Nexus. Bruno's just hard focusing. Real world manipulation just to secure, and that is first game the way off. Woah.
Victory!
Though I have been told, Dimple
I'll
Druid,
play
that
with you.
that I have been pronouncing Boah incorrectly. Can you give it a try?
Not a chance. Not a chance in hell.
I thought these were your friends.
They are. But, no.
Yeah, well, it's one of the more difficult names to pronounce. And now we're just going to be switching over. We're going to be heading into game number 2 once the player's ready up. Quite a solid performance here from Boah. Which I think is supposed to be like the English way of saying bottle of water.
Yes, it is it's a Luke joke. Guaranteed it's a Luke joke.
I will take your
Seems like
word.
something he would do. Could just call it Bo
Oh yeah, I wish.
at this point.
Yeah. I think you're right. I think you're right. All right. So, game number 2. Players are ready and set. We are ready and set. We're going to be heading into that in just a minute, as Igris is saying 2 rand for hope. Let me ask you this, right? And this is, we will not judge you, no matter what you say, Dimple Druid. Do you actually give the 2 rand for hope when you're at KFC?
No. At this point, I am the hope, so they might as well give me the 2 rand.
It's very, very Indian of you.
Yes, exactly. Now you should make me the treasurer. The time has come.
Yeah.
Waylander treasurer.
Waylander treasurer for all of our $18.07 that you make from ad
Okay,
revenue.
listen. If you're not doing your job and having money come in, I cannot do my job as treasurer. So please, pull up your socks.
Yeah, well,
The time has come.
to be fair, right, YouTube doesn't really pay all that much unless you have at least 100,000 subscribers. Which is,
Okay, so start making accounts.
yeah,
Have a hustler's mindset.
hustler's mindset. Well, what we need is
That's why
people.
you need admin stuff.
True. But what we need is for people to start pressing that subscribe button. So it's a desperate plea from us, as we are so close to 100,000. No, so close. We're just like about 98,000 short. So, every subscriber counts.
Okay, at least the math is mathing this time.
I spent too much time today dealing with mathematics and making some maths jokes.
What on God's green earth is a math joke?
Well,
What is funny about math?
so there are some things that us mathematicians find funny. However, for the general populace, I think I did post it in the general chat a while ago. There's a mathematical equation that you can use to prove that women are evil.
I'm racking my brain to respond to that. So what is your equation? What is this equation of yours?
So it's based on this premise, and we'll try to do it as quickly as possible while the draft is going on. So we say that woman equal times money, because women cost you time and they cost you money.
Right?
But there's that common phrase, time equals money. So if you replace
Yeah.
money with time, you get times time, which is times squared. But time is, or rather, if you replace money with time, you get money times money, which is money squared. But money is the root of evil. So if you take the square
Okay,
root
good
of
night. Good night. I already got it. Good night. I'm signing off.
it's not true, right? But it's funny to look at.
Funny is debatable.
Yeah.
Funny is highly debatable.
It's a maths joke, You gotta give us
It's okay,
mathematicians some credit.
100%. You can take your credits. We can take math off the syllabus as well.
Magic is my
I think we've had
life.
enough of it.
Your team is banned.
No, maths is what makes the world go round. It's even involved in the drafting phase.
What? Are you going to tell me about probability and statistics?
Yes. And you don't even have to do the calculations. We've done a lot of the calculations for you. If you just go and check the website, which I know a lot of teams are slowly getting into the whole investigation process. So we decided to put up statistics as most picked, most banned hero, percentage win rate, things like that. Like for instance, right, until the round of 32, did you know that Zushin had a 0% win rate in the AFL?
I did not.
Which is kind of crazy if you think about it, for such a strong mage.
3, 2, 1.
It's diabolical.
Yeah.
Such a strong mage.
Yeah, 0% win rate. But in terms of the
I suppose
bans...
she has 0% mana half the game.
Yeah.
But continue.
Yeah, true. But the bans so far is pretty much like the bans in the first game. I don't think there's any ban that's different. But are we going to see...
Do you think we will see different bands, to be fair?
Well,
Any respect bands?
I was thinking maybe the Paquito would be banned out. But with the way Esmeralda dealt with the Paquito, it was... Okay to have left it open, but the question now is which one of the two teams is going to be making these bans. Ooh,
Your team is banned.
they do. Yeah, interesting. Estes. I mean, look, we know that Estes got buffed, and Estes is quite strong. But let me ask you your opinion here, Dimple Jord. Estes in this current meta, strong enough to be the considered meta?
No, I don't think so. A lot of people say it is support meta, but that's because it's tank jungle.
Yeah.
I think that's why the support meta has, or people consider it a support, quote unquote, support meta.
Yeah. But I don't think
other than that,
Yeah, I don't think it necessarily means because we have tank jungle we're going to have support meta.
I think, but that's generally why the support is used. If it's interchangeable, if there's a tank jungle, it's a support role. Usually. But I think that Estes Kimi combo is one that should be
looked at. Well, when you think about it, right? If you're going to be playing a support, then if you're up against a roam like a Hilda or a Khalid, who's like those in your face roamers, you're not going to have the nicest time in the early part of the game as a support.
Crowned by heaven's men,
that is fair.
my
That is
legacy
fair.
shall endure.
So Death Eater 14 locking onto the Zetian as first pick. Look, normally we don't generally try to go for these mage picks early on, but Zetian is so strong that having her picked up first is not a bad option.
I actually like this Etienne pick.
Yeah, agreed. She adds so much in terms of team fight potential, zoning, wave control.
Poking, 100%. I
Yeah.
think she's the whole package.
Yeah, agreed. She is definitely the whole package. It's only the cooldown on her ultimate that you could say, okay, is a little bit on the long side.
But then again, if she was consistently ulting the whole game, it would be a bit overpowered.
Yeah, agreed.
So I think it's balanced, fairly balanced.
But it's this is nice from the side of Boah. Like the moment you see a Zetian or a Zushin in like the MPL matches, it's almost immediately you'll see a Claude being picked up. Because his sole focus in the team fights is to get into the backline. Because he has that ability to go in and go out.
Yeah.
And then with the Purify. Sure. But you're going to have to provide then some degree of protection for the backline then. Jake's going for the Badang pick, which they showed in the previous game but didn't decide to select. It's a Leslie into a Claude. How do you feel about that matchup? Leslie into Claude.
So Leslie in laning phase, quite good against the Claude and the carry. So I actually really like the Leslie pick into the Claude.
Especially if you can get that passive of hers off. It's like that double crit damage. It's quite high.
And I think in her first skill, she's also immune to Claude's ultimate. So it's very hard to catch her as all get her.
Yeah, true. That's very true. Now, do you think that Boah would then go and pick up the Yuzong?
I actually have no idea, to be honest.
Because Yuzong, right, can deal with the Leslie. Because he's just gonna Black Dragon and just chase her down around.
And she's just gonna push him back and run away.
Yeah, well, you know, if you're a skilled Yuzong player, you're gonna time it just right. A nice ban coming out from Boah with the potential hard counter to the Fred on the Guinevere. Well, that's quite a clever ban. It's going to be difficult for the side of IOG to deal with this combo, the Matilda-Fredrin combo.
Yeah, Matilda's also quite strong. And quite popular nowadays as well.
Yeah, that guiding winds of hers, the amount of shield it provides, the escapability, and that's going to work for like pretty much anybody that they want to deal with, which is why it sort of makes me think that Yuzong is on its way. But IOG, they're focusing banning out the mages. I mean, Eve is a good ban because Eve synergizes into the composition that Boah has quite nicely.
And I think they want to take one of Kubo's comforts out of his hand.
Yeah. But Kubo is such a good mage. He's got a huge hero pool. And final ban there onto Basha, which again is a potential jungle picks that can disrupt the composition that Boah is planning on going for. So if it's not going to be the Eve, what do you think the mage would be then for Boah? What would be a good pick?
I like a Fasha into a Zetian actually. But you have to obviously be quite smart with the timing on that one. Because she can cancel the Fasha's ult, but the Fasha deals quite well with the Zetian, in my opinion. The Kadita also deals quite well with the Zetian, depending on your positioning.
Yeah. Well, what do you think of maybe a Vexana pick?
Vexana is quite strong, but I take the other two before I take a Vexana. A Valentina might also work well because she's still ult.
Yeah. I mean, she's probably going to be targeting Fury of the Phoenix, but they're playing around going for this double support strat. Now, this strategy is high risk, high reward. Like, if you're going to be going in with that particular combination, it's all about aggression. But personally, I'd prefer the God pick. Because, I mean, God is... Oh, my goodness, God is so deadly.
He's got a good kit on him as well.
He can deal with pretty much everything, but they decide at the end to lock onto the Valentina. And we all know what Valentina is capable of in the right hands. With the post-toast, he's just flashing a Cyclops. Now, did you know, Temple Druid, that the largest hero, like lore-wise, in all of Mobile Legends is actually Cyclops?
I did not know that.
Yeah. When I found that out, I was quite shocked myself. I was like, how can he be the largest?
Did you find that out? I hope you didn't read everything.
No. I was...
I'm just making sure. I can't be too sure with you.
I came across a very interesting video on the largest heroes in the game.
Okay, I'm glad you didn't read the whole thing. I'm proud of you.
Yeah.
Refraining from your nerd tactics.
Yeah. Well, sometimes, you know, it depends on time. Like, if I had the time to read it, I find lore to be quite interesting. Unsurprisingly.
Yes, I'm glad you realize it's unsurprisingly. I'm proud of you for your improvement.
Yeah.
Or your ability, self-awareness.
Gotta be self-aware. Though, when I'm just taking a look at this draft here, right? Julian into this lineup. Did you think he can work out?
No, I think he's cooked, to be quite honest with you.
It's only the enhanced second skill that can save him. But there's so much of control here on the side of Woah. It's going to be tough. But, drafts being drafts, it all comes down to execution at the end of the day. Because as you mentioned earlier, Dimple, it's a lot to do with how players execute their micro.
100%. I don't know if he can execute his micro into that comp though.
Yeah.
But I will support our players. I believe in him.
Yeah. That's the thing about the drafting phase. It's to get you into a position where you're going to have an easier time doing what you're expected to do. But with that being said, we're into game number 2. Boah with a very strong performance in the first match, taking that in quite a quick bit of timing in terms of that first game. They're hoping to seal the deal, pick up the full 3 points, because Boah, they really need to get some points on the board.
Who do you think is going to win?
Well, I'd say Boah were favorites going into the matchup as a whole. So I think the easy answer would be Boah.
I tend to agree with you.
The draft is making me think that as well. A little bit more.
Yeah, I also like their draft a lot more than IO.
But look at this from Gambit. This is what I like to see from XP laners. He knows that he has the opportunity to steal some farm, having the better wave clear potential, but now there's a bit of an invade going on here. They steal the blue buff away, do the side of Woah, so a successful invade. Nicely done from them.
That is great. Yes.
Yeah, I mean, granted, Julian doesn't need level 4, he needs level 3.
But I don't know. We'll see what he can pull off. I'm very keen to see how this works out.
Yeah. And with Gambit stealing the small camp in the bot lane, that's going to be a bit of a problem. Nice stun from Jakes, but now the counter invade is on. A bit of return poke here onto Valentina as Kubo has to reposition. The flicker play coming in from Death Eater, almost securing first blood. Jakes with the trap up onto the Matilda, but she does have the guiding winds. But Ignis with the first blood play. Nicely done. Alice is just scouting out Gambit, who has hit that level 4 power spike timing. Fred is just trying to get his way to level 4, and both the jungles have the equal retribution, because like with this new retribution change, having a level advantage on the retribution is kind of crazy. Gambit trying to make his way in. There uses the Valkyrie's descent. He's into the backline. It's so close. It's going to be Death Eater secures a turtle, but there's the Throne of Ruin from the Alice into the backline. There's so much control happening right now. The fight continuing. Blank dashes back to safety, and IOG would be very, very happy with this engagement.
I'm actually proud of the Julian for surviving that.
Yeah, that's
kudos to him.
Yeah, that second skill coming in clutch. Now chase on here onto Death Eater in the jungle. However, Jakes is there to provide a certain degree of cover, just a little bit of protection. And with this, there's just a slender sliver of a gold lead going the way of IOG.
Now the whole gang is there.
Yeah, pressure being applied here into the jungle. Rotations across from both XP laners. The blue buff being secured, but now the potential for the counter to engage as the Fury of the Phoenix comes out. Jakes with a dive into the backline gets the setup, and now it's 2-0 going in favor of IOG. I think they took our comments personally here. Double to it. So,
at least we know we're reaching someone.
Yeah.
To be fair.
Yeah, they were like, damn, these casters. They were throwing us under the bus here with our draft. We're making it work, which they are, to be fair.
We're calling it motivation. That's what we do. We motivate. We know how to motivate.
Oh, but there's a Valkyrie's descent as Gambit. He seems to have other ideas. He's just turning around, dishing out the damage. Lovely second skill from the Julian as he gets a pick-off in return. So 1-for-1 trade-off in the XP lane.
Well played by the Julian, though. He's playing the Julian quite well.
Yeah. I mean, that enhanced second skill is one of my favorites. And especially if you build attack speed Julian. Which if we take a look at what he's heading towards, yeah, you can see he's building towards the attack speed build. And as we're getting to see Super Light using the blazing duets, and you were quite correct, Achilles just using the conceal play. Yeah, like it wasn't even there.
Usually the Leslie would be dominating in the lane. Don't really see that from him, but well, maybe he'll get there. I
Yeah.
believe in him.
Oh, circling eagle dive underneath the turret, and there's the setup. As this was some clever play from Boah. They decided to sacrifice the turtle to feed the marksman, who's gotten about half, maybe even more of the gold from this the turret, and they traded it off for the turtle. Overall, mathematically speaking, right? And I know that mathematics is not your favorite, Jumpo, but mathematically speaking, there was the trade-off goes in favor of Boah.
Blue team hero has been
I unfortunately agree with you. They did play that quite well.
Yeah. They've gotten the kill count even, and you can see with that, right? Even though they lost the turtle, they managed to get a gold lead of just around 1.4, 1.5k.
I think they picked that Claude. Well, helping the Claude is actually very good to deal with that Leslie.
Yeah.
Pretty smart for them to do.
Yeah, it's a strategy that's used by a lot of teams when you have an unfavorable matchup in your gold lane. Is they sacrifice the second turtle to be able to gain that same gold back from the gold shield on the gold lane. And if they get a kill to go with it, it's just a lovely trade-off.
It's very interesting, actually.
It's something that even the pro players use, and so gold laners, if you're going to be like in the favorable matchup, you have to be aware that that's going to happen, and so your preparation for that needs to occur a couple of waves before the second turtle spawns, where you need to zone and gain wave equilibrium, so it prevents that dive, and you can the trade-off won't happen at all with that. Now, once more, we see a little bit of a skirmish going on here around the gold lane, as both teams are recognizing that, look, it's going to be about giving that gold laners as much control and farm as is necessary. But there's Gambit into the backline. He's going out, pops that Valkyrie's descent. The dive into the backline. Throne of Ruin has been committed as well, but the control is in there. Fury of the Phoenix has been committed from actually both the mages. The flicker is back. First crack coming out here as it's look at Gambit. He's in a 1v4 situation. He finally gets taken down. That's a 2-for-0 trade-off, but the turtle has been secured. Now Fredden, he returns. He goes back in here. Blazing duets from the Claude. Is he going to be using the BMI to escape? No. Oh, he does. Last minute escapes as the control is in here as they get a final shutdown kill onto Ingress, though I don't think Blank would be thanking Supermap for securing our kill.
Nice zoning by the Gambit, though.
blue team turret has
Yeah,
been
beautiful.
destroyed.
Beautiful zoning. And with that, map control now firmly in the favor of Boah, though the kill count's pretty even. Gold, I mean, look, okay, it's about a 2k gold lead. Just slightly over, say 2.5k gold lead. Which is almost a complete item, so nothing too crazy. And Neo, yes, I agree with you. Fed Claude is kind of scary. Fed Marksman is kind of scary. Fed Layla is scary.
Red team
Lovely control, as I think it's we'll call it the Neo curse. The super light
Yeah, I
on the
think you
Claude.
jinxed him.
Yeah, taken down. Now the plays coming through as they get the dive in underneath the turret onto the mage. But Dung tries to control this up. But once more, Gambit, he's fearless in here. Throne of Ruin has been popped. But the Freya manages to get back to safety. The ultimate snipe coming out from Leslie, but the potential to take down this mid lane turret is in there. But the counter engage is on. Circling Eagle does come out, but there's going to be Ingress with that second skill into the back line, and IOG with the mid lane control right now. Oof, that's nice. You know, if you're IOG. I think they're definitely taking what we said to be a little bit personal, but now the control once more onto Superlight, who has to use the BMI and the Blazing Duets to gain a little bit of extra shield. And nice block off from Gambit. He saved his teammate there. And this is going to be no Claude, as the first Lord of the game is up. IOG with the butt between their teeth. Can they actually win this out? They're getting themselves into a very strong position. They've secured the first Lord. Now the Circling Eagle knocks up onto 2, but IOG with the discipline to say, you're not going to be baiting us out into a fight. We're going to use the Lord to gain or re-establish map control. Bulls are looking quite interesting. Leslie already with the Berserkers and the Malefic gun completed. BOD or Endless Battle will be on the way. The side of IOG marching down with the Lord. Matilda providing those shields as Blank is being poked down here. Tries to pull the Lord away from this tier 2 turret. They want to get as much protection as possible. And the macro plays coming out from the side of Boah. Woah, very much on point. But now it's IOG. They're going in. Fury of the Phoenix has been committed. Dives underneath the turret. The Lord is still dealing with the tier 2 turret. There's the Throne of Ruin. Circling Eagle has been committed. Blank, he's trying to get the re-engage, but the second skill from Yggdrasil keeps him safe. The control onto the Freya. She's gonna be taken down, and IOG 2 for nothing, and the mid lane wide open. They are definitely playing out of their skins at this moment in time.
They're playing very well.
Oh, but look at the damage output onto Claude. Post Toasty is just getting away with that Alice. And they've actually evened up in terms of map control. They've gotten this space quite open. They need to be a little bit patient in here, as Yggdrasil went in with that second skill, but had the awareness and mobility to escape the attentions of Valentina.
He almost took the Matilda out, though, to be fair.
Yeah. Julian, if you're just taking a look at his build right now, he's got the Feather, Concentrated Energy, Windtalker. So this is the attack speed build, where he's gonna basic attack, and just when you think he's dead, he's gonna second skill. I use the enhanced second skill. And with Concentrated Energy, it builds, depending on how many people he hits, he can build up back from being almost dead into a full health. So the only real way to deal with him is to control. But there isn't enough CC on the side of Boah to deal with that.
No, he's using that enhanced second skill so well.
So one of the things about
timing is very good.
Agreed. It's one of the things about Julian. Like, his kit is so fantastic. He's got enhanced first skill to burst down tanks. He's got enhanced second skill to escape CC effects. And he's got the enhanced third skill for big team fights.
And he's got 2 Ren for hope.
Yeah, he's got 2 Ren for hope. Now, nice zoning happening here. Both XP laners are in the bot lane just trying to deal with us. As the Lord being set and reset. But in a battle there between Gambit and Post Toasty, it's going to be Freya who has the ability to deal with this, as Post Toasty just escapes the attentions going on. And that's going to be Alice who has to recall. So numbers advantage has gotten the way of Woah, but they need to be very careful. Even with the numbers advantage on their side, the way IOG have been executing their team fights has been very much on point. Now, Death Eater, that was a bit of an overextension, but he wasn't punished for it. So they're just holding on now. Now the Lord being started off. Leslie is there focusing in here as Boah scouted out there by Post Toasty, who's now going to be engaged upon on the Alice. Taunted up, pops the Throne of Ruin, but doesn't manage to catch onto anybody. And there's Claude. He takes down the Alice, and now it's a Circling Eagle with the Fury of the Phoenix follow-up from the Valentina. Blazing Duets into the backline. The execution here from the side of Boah is definite execution. That's gonna be a full team wipe, and the Lord, my word, how this game has swung.
It's crazy that this game can just swing any moment. One moment it's going well for one team, the next minute diabolical.
Yeah. They actually have the potential to end. It's 5 seconds to go. Actually, for both the minion wave and the rest of the team coming through here, they're going to get the lock on. They're going to try to block this up. Post Toasty is trying to deal with the wave. He wants to try to clear it out. The blazing duets. I think Claude should have actually hard locked onto the turret there instead of going with the blazing duets. They still have the option to end, though.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, the blazing duets doesn't focus onto the nexus. If he locked on, I would just take a look at how low this was. Like 3 basic
I think
attacks.
I was trying to clear their minions. Stop their minions from coming up.
Yeah, but I mean, was it really worth it? Okay, the Lord is in here. You have the option to get the lock on. Now Claude trying to do that, dancing around, but there's the Valkyrie's descent. They do need to try to have the ability to lock on, but IOG, they're defending this. They pick up a double. The turnaround is here. Can it be sorted out? Post Toasty wants to try to chase this down, but Claude just zoning everybody away. I actually think they missed the opportunity to end the match. Not to say another opportunity won't present itself. But that I think was a definite opportunity to end.
I agree with you on that one. Leslie almost took out their whole team there.
Yeah. I mean, just taking a look at Leslie's build. She went for the BOD as the next item. So she's going to be hitting like a truck.
Late game Leslie is not something you want to deal with.
No, most definitely. Now pressure being applied onto the mid lane as Super Light. He's going to be engaged upon. What tries to get the turnaround, but a lovely Fury of the Phoenix coming through, blazing duets just to try to sustain through all of this. Oh my goodness, they take out Aegis and this Claude. He's doing so much of work. Super Light being Superman here as he's getting the setups, but it's Superman securing our kills. It's going to be a double. Will we see the continuation of this Post Toasty in a lot of danger? This Claude is really melting. And it's Superman with the triple. Oh my goodness. Give the man a maniac. Give him the maniac. The chase is on here. Are we going to see him get the maniac? I think the timer might have counted down, and that's a full team wipe. And with the wave in here, I think this is definitely an ending angle. And with that, Woah securing a 2-0 victory in this game, so very, very well played to them. But I will say this, right? IOG in the second match surprised me.
100%. That Julian was so well played as well. Team fights were really good.
Agreed. Very, 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 very well executed play from the Julian. But with that being said, we're going into game number 3. This is Void eSports up against Miracle Gen. Void, one of the favorites to win the entire series. They're finally getting to showcase themselves because, the way things were going, it was like everyone was forfeiting against them. I was like, what's going on here? Does nobody want to play Void? And so they're going to be up against Miracle Gen. We're going to have the pause screen up and running while we get the lobby set. So just bear with us for a couple of minutes. We'll be back with the action in just a few.
Late night, dark blue, feel that way. No rush, I don't chase. Move slow, set the pace. All calm, all wait. Dark blue, low light, no talk, just vibe. Step in, whole night, all eyes, don't lie. Came in quiet, no scene made, no flashes, clean shade. Everything move when I say no rush, let it play. Cold air, slow res, no stress, no tears, all smooth, no mess, just steps. Wait, let it ride like that, slow, bring it right back. Dark blue, feel that way. No rush,
I don't chase. Move slow, set the pace. All calm, always. Dark blue, low light, no talk, just vibe. Step in, whole night, all eyes, don't lie. All black, blue tint glass, no past, just pass. No sound, just bass, everything in place. No tone, don't flex, no need, just press. One move, that's set, no doubt, no guess. Down, feel it in your chest, now slow. Everything connect now. Dark blue, feel that way. No rush, I don't chase. Move slow, set the pace. All calm, always. Dark blue, low light, no talk, just vibe. Step in, whole night, all eyes, don't lie. Yeah. Stay cool. Stay cool. Midnight calling. You feel it too. Low flame flicker in the dark. Cold wind whisper through my heart. Every step echo like a spark. Something tearing me apart. I hear your name in the night, but it don't sound right. Like a ghost in the light, pulling me in. Don't run, don't run. Don't hide too late. Feel it close, can't escape. Heartbeat racing, feel that break. It's inside. Wide awake. Don't run, don't fight, don't speak. Every breath getting weak. Too deep, too far, no sleep. It's inside, underneath.
Slow walk, I don't chase, just follow. Same road, same pain, same hollow. Guitar cry with a tone so cold, like a story already told. Feel that weight in the air right now. Every move got a shadow now. Turn around, but there's no way out. It's locked in.
Wait, it's right behind you. Don't run, don't hide too late. Feel it close, can't escape. Heartbeat racing, feel that break. It's inside. Wide awake. Don't run, don't fight, don't speak. Every breath getting weak. Too deep, too far, no sleep. It's inside, underneath.
Hello everybody and welcome back to the stream. I told you it would just be a few minutes. We have Void eSports up against Miracle Gen, and the screen was taking a little bit longer and giving me a small heart attack thinking that maybe Void is cursed and the stream doesn't want to showcase them. But we get into the matchup. Subarashi, am I pronouncing that correctly?
I believe so.
With the first
Could be
ban.
incorrect, we don't know.
Yeah, true. Very true. I mean, with the number of name changes that take place, it's just like difficult to recognize who's
Keep
who in
track
the
of
zoo.
them.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Now, what is your guess, Temple Druid, as to the first ban?
I have absolutely no idea.
Fight for the ultimate.
Ooh,
I
interesting
did
with
not
the
expect
Hilda.
that though. I did not expect to heal the ban.
Your team.
Well, Hilda is still quite strong. She's there to put a lot of pressure onto your roamers, which means potentially we're looking at Void go for maybe a more of a tankier roamer. Or maybe they want to let Velo pick up that very deadly Cho of his.
Oh yes, his Cho is quite good. I'm surprised there's no Marcel
I
then.
am not the only one bound by these.
Yeah. Well, as of yet. I mean, if you decide to Void, do you really want to ban out the Marcel?
When the body suffers,
Your
Probably
team.
not.
blooms.
Now, here's the choice, right? If you're going to be banning out... I think they're going to be banning out the Paquito here and leave the Marcel open. Because they did ban Fulvius, and if you don't pick up the Paquito, then you're taken away one of Paquito's counters, and then that's going to be a potential choice. So they actually have some decisions to make here. It's going to be quite interesting. Ooh,
Your team.
banning out the Uranus. It seems like they've been doing their homework then onto Miracle Gen.
Different perspectives.
There's
Oh, there it is.
That's the Marcel.
I was waiting patiently for it.
Yeah. But did you hear that snapshot sound in the background?
I did not. I did not.
Yeah. It's young people.
Why are you so? Why are you so fascinated with it?
Because it sounds nice. It does sound nice. But I believe that and this is going to be a very, very offensive hot take. I believe that the hearing of the younger generation has decreased significantly thanks to
Punch for a punch.
Your team.
those
is lagging.
earphone
Yeah.
stuff.
To be fair, with all the nonsense that's going on, do we really want to hear? No.
Yeah. Social media is kind of crazy. I've witnessed some things that I didn't know what was going on, and when someone explained it to me, I was like, oh my word, what is happening to the world?
Let's go.
It's going to hell in a
Yeah,
bucket.
Trouble? Ask my fist.
Ooh, interesting. A fake hero decides to pick up the Cho. A mimic, well, I mean, look, Paquito was available, so you're going to lock onto the Paquito early on. Lindo deciding to go in with the Guinevere play. Colin just flashing around here. God into this lineup. Especially with the Cho.
I hope he just takes the Cyclops for the skin.
Your team.
I would 100% do that.
Yeah, well, it depends in terms of like who you're up against. And Twilight with a very, very clever play there with the Kadita can be used to... She's going to be hard targeting the God. God's positioning... Yeah, as she should.
As she should.
I mean, God's positioning is going to have to be on point. Yeah, that's because...
I think Colin can pull it off.
Yeah, I think so too.
I think he'll be good there.
Yeah, so Shady can also hear the snapshot on Marcel. You see, it's us from the older generation. Our hearing is still good.
Shady is just supersonic.
Enters the scene.
Your team.
No, not that Shady. Different Shady. Or my admin Shady.
There's a fake Shady.
Banning.
A fake Shady.
He can also be supersonic. How many Shadys are? That's why he changed his name. It's tired now.
Oh, I see. People keep stealing his name. I mean, there could be a case made, right? I know Superlight is the face of Mobile Legends in Africa. But there could be a case made for Super Shady as well.
Oh, 100%. Everyone wants to be super shady.
Yeah. Well, it turns out that since IESF's been moved to next year, ENC is going to be taking center stage. And he's going to be featuring in that tournament as well. Well, as long as South Africa gets through the qualifier rounds, which there is very, very high hope for that.
Your
Will it
team
grant
is tagged.
Shame, I'm really excited for him. I'm glad that it's going to be there.
Yeah.
And I know he's going to make it. They're definitely going to make it. We believe in them.
Yeah, we just hope this time round that, unlike last year where South Africa got drawn into the group of death, such a horrible group, maybe the luck will be on our side this time round.
I think every group is a group of death, to be fair, in an international stage.
Yeah, true. The pressure is on, but the squad that's going across has the experience. I think every one of the players that's moving across, minus maybe Mimic, have the experience to deal with things on that big stage when the spotlight is on. Which is why, Dimple, we actually try and feature so many of these tournament matches. It sort of gives players a taste, not quite fully there, obviously, but a taste of what it's like to be on stage. And because you can see like the way we talk as we're discussing things in the analysis phase, in the drafting, we question picks and bans and choices, so you got to get used to a little bit of criticism. People are tuning in and watching your gameplay, so any mistake you make is like sort of magnified. It adds an extra flavor of pressure.
That is 100% understandable. But it's very entertaining. It's fun. It's nice to and we as a country should support our players when they do all these kinds of things.
Yeah. Very true. Now
we shouldn't really be pushing pressure on them.
Well, you know how South Africans are. They're very, very passionate. I mean, just look at Bafana in the World Cup. They went from villains to heroes to villains again. It was a very topsy-turvy kind of thing.
Passionate is a very politically correct word at this point in time.
Yeah. It is. Now, in terms of the draft so far, it's just the final pick here for Miracle Gen, and it's General Ling. Will we see him pick up his signature Ling? Can it work into this lineup?
Listen, I doubted the Julian, and the Julian was doing the most, so...
Yeah.
Whatever he picks, I'm very keen to see how he plays it.
So someone not wanting to get caught up in the caster's curse here. A very, very big cop-out here from Dumple Droid. Very big.
Thank you.
So he decides to go in So he decides to go with the Basha play just to provide a little bit of more frontline capabilities. The draft has been set. We're interested to hear from you guys, the viewers, as to who is gonna take the dubs in this game. We all know that Void are favorites in this matchup, but we cannot count Miracle Gen out. And actually, to be honest, Void is it's between them, Saints, Evil Inc. Maybe you could throw Renab into the mix as well. The Gascom teams that are from Madagascar that are sort of favorites to win this entire competition, but we've seen some giants fall. Will this be another giant falling? Well, let's get to see how things play out in this first game in a best of two. Void eSports up against Miracle Gen right here live on Waylander Gaming. Now, Dimple, it's the wave cut happening here from Mimic. He's like pretty much fearless on this Paquito. Went in for the wave cut, wants to cause a little bit of disruption. General Ling using a little bit of an old school rotation in terms of his pathing. Or rather, I'd say a little bit of a different rotation. His team is sticking around to provide the protection here on the red side. Meanwhile, this does leave the blue side of his map a little bit exposed, but Lindo not wanting to play the dangerous game of going in for the counter jungle. Nice stun up here onto Twilight, as both teams are just sort of feeling each other out. I thought maybe Void would be a bit more aggressive, but they're opting to go for like a very patient, very disciplined approach.
I also expected that aggression from them.
Yeah.
Just from that one.
But Colin very much on point with his stuns on the god.
I've never actually seen Colin play, to be honest.
Oh, he used to be the gold laner for Renab, but Doom now he's going to be engaged upon. There's the Violet Requiem and First Blood going the way of Lindo. And that's going to be no XP lane, but the dive here onto Super Rashi underneath the turret. He's somehow surviving this. Is he going to be able to get a kill? Oh my goodness, he's in so much of danger. The chase is on. Are they going to be able to lock on and take him out? He's avoiding everything. The micro here from Super Rashi. Oh, they finally take him down. My goodness, but they committed quite a lot of resources just to get him out.
And I feel his pain. But he survived so well for so long.
Yeah, true. Oh, but look at Velo with the flicker setup. Lovely, lovely execution. While Lindo, he goes back in. He hits the spatial migration. Violet Requiem, Dr. Doom, they're trying to survive through all of that. Does manage to survive. Now potential to go in for some counter jungle play as the aggression now coming out from the side of Void eSports. They're piling it in here, want to get a steal. Are they going to go for a red buff contest? Might be a little bit dangerous to do so. Terizla is quite low. Mumik wants to go in for the dive setup underneath the turret, but Doom, sensing the danger, gets the flicker back. Meanwhile, Void continue with the aggression into the jungle. However, the General Ring securing his red buff. They're continuing with this aggressive play here, as a fake hero scouting out doesn't have the way of the dragon just yet, but oh, the tsunami slam straight into the Mystic Gush. Oh my word. There's a lot of skills committed to deal with, oh, look at this. They're just hard focusing Shady. He does get a kill in response onto the jungler, but Irithel is kind of getting a little bit fed here.
Shady is usually their winning condition, though, so understandable. Understandable. But Mimic's rotation to the mid lane is actually very good.
Yeah. Mumik is a player that's been impressing me quite a bit throughout the course of the tournament. Finally, Cho gets that way of the dragon. I mean, Mumik is using Paquito to his maximum capabilities in terms of dealing with his lane. Going in for a lot of wave cuts in here, knock up and control into the mid lane. But the setup from Velo at this moment in time, he's had some classic setups so far. Oh, once more, Super Shady has to flicker. Super Rashi has to flicker back. He's being dived in underneath the turret. Can they take him down one more time? Oh my goodness, it's a killing spree on the Guinevere. They are hard focusing Super Rashi here. I don't think I've ever seen Super Shady on or Super Rashi on a 1 and 3.
He's gonna get his revenge late game. 100%.
Oh, Mumik underneath the turret. He gets the shutdown kill. It's a killing spree, but he's gonna get picked up in response here as Twilight secures that kill. I mean, you had to get a shutdown.
Nice gameplay from her. Nice play from her, though.
It was. At least a pickup in response, as it was a shutdown for shutdown. So the gold stays as it is. Oh, but now the engagement here onto the Cho, who did use the way of the dragon, but he's hunted down there. And you could see that all those kills onto Super Rashi there was taking like a little bit of a mental toll in there. As
we've had enough.
Yeah, it's like stop hard focusing.
The curse of gold lane.
Oh no, they're going for the chase on once more, but this time around the numbers advantage is not in there as General Ling is taken down quite low. But look at Irithel with the armor buster, but Velo tsunami slam counter engage. He gets the setup and the recoils keep coming out from Rashi. Oh, nice stun there from Colin. However, the spinning wheels from the Basha gets him to a bit of safety. Mumik, meanwhile, securing his lane, engaging here onto the Terizla penalty zone. Do they get the combination? Rough waves come through. Twilight with another pickoff. But mid lane is kind of exposed. Only General Ling is there to try to deal with this. It's the Mystic Gush combination in the mix here from Colin, who's been so on point with the God plays. I'm kind of liking his positioning on the God. So far, he hasn't been picked off by Kadita. Not once.
I think she's focusing on Mimic.
Yeah, way of the dragon.
Not caring about that God.
True. There's the Way of the Dragons, but the spatial migration coming through from Lindo makes it a 1-for-1 trade-off. But oh, look at this Immortal. She's really starting to hurt. She's going to use the heavy crossbow. But Subirashi with the lovely repositioning in their rough waves combination. They get a killing spree. They take out Mimic. But the turtle is quite low. But they don't have the health bar to try to deal with this. They'd allow the reset. Immortal trying to heal back up. Getting back into the mix. And Miracle Gem really making a game of this.
100%. This Kadita is doing the most.
Yeah, Way of the Dragon coming through. Do they get the pick off? It's just the Cho taken down, the Tsunami Slam onto General Ling, but the penalty zone coming into from Terizla. Just not onto, I think, who he was trying to aim for. He did not have the flicker available. Oh, but Kadita with the rough waves gets the setup. Immortal with the follow-up. This is the ability to crack open this mid lane turret. It should be the minions who get this. And Miracle Gen with the miracle plays here in the mid lane. I'm giving it to Twilight. MVP performance so far on this Kadita.
His positioning, his execution, everything. Very good.
Very, very much so. I mean, they're showing that they've got the skills to compete at the highest level. I mean, look, we've seen Void eSports dominate most teams. Miracle Gen are really, really putting in the pressure here. They're doing a lot of hard work. Lindo gets the dive into the backline. There's a Tsunami Slam, as it's going to be Void who gets the pickoffs here in the mid lane. They're securing a little bit more, but they have to be careful of this Kadita, who went in a little bit too deep. It's a shutdown, and it's a double there for Subirashi, who's trying to chase the triple. He's you could see that early game invades really affected him. I don't think I've ever seen him recall this much. Oh, look at Velo. Velo with the setup. This guy, I mean, it's always a decision as to who's the best roamer on the server. But I'm thinking, not just on this performance, but definitely this weighing apart. There's a case to be made for Velo. Who look at that. He just protected the god. Just the right moment in time.
I agree. He's playing this clear very, very well. But he's usually a solid roam.
He is. Now the map control firmly in favor of Void eSports, but we've seen Miracle Gen do some amazing plays so far. A lot of it coming down to the Kadita, who Velo now is on the hunt for. Lord being started up here. Nice zoning from the side of Void eSports. This should be an uncontested Lord, especially with Basha on the top lane. Miracle Gen, I'd say wisely, deciding to not contest for this objective.
No, smart on their side, yeah, 100%.
Yeah, conceal play into the jungle. Velo goes in. Does he get the knock up in there? There's a Tsunami Slam. The Mystic Gush doing so much, as it's going to be Subirashi on this Granger just throwing out death sonatas, gets the double. He wants to continue with this engagement and getting a double pick off with the Lord being spawned up any second right now. Oh, no Holy Shield in the mid lane. This could be potential to try to end this game early. You think they can actually do this here, Dimple Druid?
I think they can, 100%. It's Shady's moment to shine now. After being bullied early game.
Yeah. Oh, what a play from Lindo into the backline. But the dive comes in, however, the payoff is in there. Look at it, she's trying to deal with all this damage out, but she gets the shutdown. Oh my goodness, Miracle Gen with once more another miracle play as they keep themselves in the mix here, taking out the marksman and the roamer. And the ability to try to defend this, I don't think they're going to lose any further turrets, except maybe the one on the bot lane. Chase is on here. Basha is going to be controlled up. But look at the positioning from Colin. I mean, it's like mage and mage MVP performances.
Yeah, and then the setup by Lindo was actually quite good too.
Whew! Lindo, he's just escaped by the skin of his teeth from the Way of the Dragon. But look at this from Mimic. Beautiful camp out there as he gets the pick off onto the Immortal. Control once more onto Terizla, who's holding onto the penalty zone, now casts it. And there's going to be the Tsunami Slam, as it's a 1-for-1 trade-off in the further engagement, but the side of Miracle Gen trying to hightail it. Basha is in there. There's going to be this Violet Requiem coming out here, but Cho, oh my goodness, the shield coming in just very clutch. Lindo trying to chase it down, but he gets an unstoppable. He almost gets caught out, wants to go in for a little bit more, but Kadita survives. There's a bit of safety. The shutdown goes to, I don't think you wanted that shutdown to go to Momo.
He was a bit greedy. But greedy there.
But greedy. That's a nice understatement. It reminds me of the title of the book from, I don't know if you've ever watched The Big Bang Theory.
I have.
Needy baby, greedy baby.
Oh, okay.
Now, under 20
Poor
seconds.
Lindo.
We went in deep.
The Big Bang Theory books.
Yeah, that's true. But once more, this Mystic Gush doing some fantastic things here. Penalty zone comes in. There's the rough waves. That's going to be a 1-for-1 trade-off. But it's Void with the ability to take this Lord once again uncontested. Just mimic that fell. And I don't know. Would you leave this uncontested if you're the side of Miracle Gen?
100%. Your player just came back to base. It's from base now, so you'd be down and play anyway.
Well, it was 4v4. But I suppose without having the skills available, you're not really gonna be able to contest properly, because they did use a lot of skills in that engagement.
Is that too? I actually forgot Mimic died, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. Yeah, somebody was hard focused on needy baby, greedy baby. Now, there's the Tsunami Slam onto the Cho, into the Mystic Gush combination. But there's Kadita, goes in with the rough waves. The penalty zone with the follow-up there. It's going to be a 2-for-1 trade-off. But the control here onto Terista, who's just being beaten. I mean, onto the Basha, who's just being controlled up here. Now the base has been cracked open. It's a 3-for-1 trade-off. Do they have the minions to be able to secure this? There are all three waves crashing in at the same time. This could be a winning angle for Void. They want to make sure that they can get as much waves in here. And that's a lock on into the Nexus knock up here as they finally take out Twilight and Void eSports with first blood. But Miracle Gen, my goodness, they made a real game of this.
No shame, they really did put up a fight. They played really well.
They did. I mean, this was a fantastic performance from both teams. As we head into game number 2, will we see the necessary adjustments happening here? This time round, it's going to be a swap out in terms of who's drafting when. But my goodness, this is entertaining. So let me just get that swap out sorted out as the players ready themselves up, and we're heading into game number 2, ladies and gentlemen. Final game of the evening. You can hear how tired Dimple is.
I am half asleep. In fact, I am 93% asleep.
Now, isn't casting fun though?
50-50.
50-50.
I feel like if you're very talkative, 100%. If you're not very talkative, debatable.
So let me just tell the teams that we're starting now, because everyone is ready. Oh no. All right. We're just gonna wait for one more player to return to the lobby, and Kikyo. Yeah, Colin was definitely on point in that matchup. He did really well. So with General Ring rejoining us, I'm just going to tell the players we're starting now. So we're going to be heading back into the action, as it is going to be game number 2. Void eSports. I can safely say this is going to be one of my favorite teams in the tournament to watch.
Yeah, I'm keen to see how they improve as well, because that was the glory that
Your team is banning.
Commendable.
Very, very much so. But what do you make of this Harara ban? They've first banned Harara in both games so far.
I think in the hands of Void, it's a valid ban. Hira is, I think she's 50-50. I don't think she's too overly powered, but I think in the right hands she can do some damage.
Yeah, agreed. She has a little bit of a slower early game. But once she gets going, her disruption ability, the ability to get into the backline with that double dash that she has, it's kind of crazy. Now, Marcel, typical ban, and the Bernadetta being banned out again, both games from Miracle Chen as the second ban. It looks like they've done their homework. They realized that Mimic may have been spamming this Bernadetta. But would they leave the Paquito open this game, though? That's the question.
I hope they don't. I really hope they don't. But you can't really ban Mimic out, to be fair.
Yeah. But and you are first pick, right? So, I mean, would you want to ban it out? Maybe force Void into a ban on the Paquito?
By lantern's light.
I've been
they've done the carry.
But with a carry ban coming out this early, that means definite tank comp.
100%. I'm expecting that as well.
Yeah. So it might be that Void will lock onto the God again, since it worked so effectively for them.
Now Akai enters the scene.
Your team
And with the
is
clear protecting him.
Yes.
Very good combination.
Yeah. I mean, that duo from the side of Void was so tight throughout the entire course of the game. Velo and Colin, lovely performance from them. But I mean, woof, Miracle Gen, they really put up a show in that first game. That game could have actually gone either direction.
Let's go.
If the Basha was part of the team fights, I think he was. I think he in his head he was divorced from his team. To be fair.
Yeah, split pushing. I mean, look, you got to have somebody to split push, but Basha was one of. Yeah, not the Basha.
It's a bit diabolical.
Yeah. Agreed. So Momo going for the Erothel pick. You think they're going to be picking up the Cho once again? Because the draft is almost identical to the first game so far.
Exactly. They didn't even ban out the pack. They didn't ban the Gwen out.
This is actually very interesting. That's a hard counter to both Paquito and the Guinevere. Lovely counter
and
engage.
He's doing quite well. The Belleric is doing quite well in this meta.
Yeah, 100%.
Very strong time.
Yeah. It also means that it's unlikely that Subirashi will lock onto the Moskov pick that he's quite famous for.
He might just play it just to,
Yeah, would you really want to play it into a Belleric?
I think if you have the skill to, you can. 100%.
True.
If you want the challenge.
If you want the challenge. Well, the first game was enough of a challenge. I especially with the way they hard focused the gold lane. Oh my word, that was disgusting. It was just
it's a commendable tactic, to be fair.
Yes, and it worked.
Try and get shady off the thing.
Yeah, it worked reasonably well. Granted, there was just a couple of decision mistakes, you could say, that cost Miracle Chen, but overall their performance was very much on point. Now we see the Pasha being banned out, as well as the Kalia, which is, that I say, is a very clever ban. The way Velo played on the Kalia in the last match was devastating.
No, he did. Played very well. That ban is actually valid. The first three, questionable. But the clear, 100% valid.
Yeah. Now, we're into the final few bans. In terms of what's left to be picked up, I'd actually expect maybe a mage ban coming through. Maybe a Zetian ban might be effective. Because I think Zetian would work very nicely into Miracle Jan's comp.
See value in me?
Oh, they decide to ban out the Fredrin. Like, look, we understand that because of the carry ban initially, right? So you expect the tanks to be removed. But personally, I would be saying Zetian would be a little bit more problematic than dealing with a Fred, because you do have the Guinevere to deal with the Fred.
I agree, actually. The Zetian would have been nice.
Because I saved my nation from falling apart.
So Lindo
The
decides.
Kaja band, though.
Interesting.
Oh.
I harness it.
The Valentina, well, she can steal the Mountain Chakra from YSS, but I mean, obviously the real target's going to be the real world manipulation and General Link going for his Link play. Now, this is going to put a lot of pressure onto a fake hero to be the solid frontliner in here. Velo, he's got some decisions to make as to what he's going for on the roam. This is going to be a tough one.
Do you think he'll actually take the Franco?
Maybe. I personally, I'd say Grok would work better into this lineup.
I'd say for trolls, take the Franco. It'll be very interesting to watch. I like to see the Franco.
Yeah. But it looks like he wants to go for the Khalid pick. Look, Khalid can sort of deal with the Belleric, but it's going to be problematic once Belleric hits that level 4. He's deciding to go for the Jawhead. So this is going to be single target, and his target is going to be Ling. That's 100%.
The Franco. More entertaining.
Well, they're both off meta picks. They're both very off meta picks. Jawhead will just make it a little bit easier to contest for these neutral objectives. YSS, right, has dropped off a little bit in terms of being meta. It still has a place, obviously, because it is a YSS after all. And it's a question of, can the side of Miracle Gen get that early game pressure into YSS's jungle? Because if you can do that, if you can out counter jungle him, then he's not going to be as effective. Because he does need items in order to get into the game.
Welcome to Mobile Legends.
I mean, the same could have been said for the Shady, for them ganking Shady the previous game, and it still kind of worked out for him.
Yeah, in the end, but he was so hard focused. That was just very, very brutal. Very funny, but very brutal. Once again, the parting here from General Ling is quite interesting. So I know Ling is very, very blue buff dependent, but the question is, are you really wanting to go in with leaving those small camps? As you can see Subarashi here, he's going to force the Retri out, and he does, and so General Ling has to rotate very, very quickly. The one thing you can say about a Ling is the fact that he's so mobile, but it looks like Void, they want to go in, but there's the knock up here, and we see the follow-up from the team. Doom being chased back, but there's a Valentina. She's got that ability to land the taunts, but Murmiki goes in with the right targeting there into the backline. Is he going to be able to get first blood? It's first blood by the Guinevere. Murmik with the plays, just keeping his team set up here. Oh, and look at that from Lindo. He gets the steal as well. This was the aggression that we kind of expected from the side of Void eSports in the first game.
Yeah, I think they were just feeling Miracle Gen out for the first game.
Yeah.
His teammates tried to help him. They sacrificed themselves for that buff that he did not get. But they tried.
They did. Oh, meanwhile, there's another pickoff on the bot lane. And this time, Void not playing around here. They want to just get the lock-on onto the early game. Though, like with Miracle Gen, right, they have a composition that scales a little bit later. Now, Subarashi could be trapped out here as Belleric. If he can land this taunt, he does go and he does catch the taunt. Do they have the damage output to deal with this Paquito, who has the mobility? He's trying to disengage here, but he's going to get caught out, and that's going to be a pick-off kill in response, as there was another kill in the mid lane, actually in the jungle, onto General Ling. His blue buff being invaded and taken out here. Jawhead, it's dangerous to invade when there's a Jawhead around.
It was well played by that Belleric. The skill placement of the Belleric was quite good.
Yeah. Well, I think Miracle Gen, they just need to be a little bit patient right now. You can't contest the early part of the game. It's best just to farm up. Don't contest for any of the neutral objectives. Just make sure that everything's going to be A-okay in terms of getting that scaling towards the late game. Meanwhile, there's an engagement here by Lindo onto Momo underneath the turret, but Momo does survive all of this. Now pressure being applied onto the blue buff, and there's just onto the red buff. Nobody's there really to protect, and Fake Hero without the level 4 is not going to be able to do what he needs to do. It's a stolen real world manipulation in there, but the knock up onto Twilight to cancel this off. There's the follow up, dive in underneath the turret, way of the dragon, forces Jawhead out. I think that actually might have saved the Jawhead.
It's okay. It happened.
Yeah, it happens. Sometimes that the panic press on the way of the dragon. Oh, General Link could be caught out here. Doesn't have the energy. There's the control, the knock up, and the takedown. As Void, they sensed that it was going to be time to that Ling was going to go in for the invade once more. They're around this blue buff, and Ling without a blue buff is half a hero.
That's actually very sad. That is actually very sad to watch.
Yeah, Ling, he's not even level 4 yet. The Wrath of Dryads does come in. Retribution was committed as Lindo secures the buff, but he's going to get taken down. Momo on the Aerothel trying to escape. The same with a Fake Hero. So they do get a kill in response here. But General Ling is not having the nicest time on his Ling. Does he have his Retribution?
He's going to try again. Hopefully he succeeds.
Yeah. Oh, Velo with the scout out. He's going in. The knock-up. There's the Tempest of Blades. Does he? Oh my goodness, they force him back. This is, if you're a Ling right now, you are not happy. Once more, the invade is on here. This is hyper aggression from the side of Void. Engagement. Onto the Belleric, it's a killing spree for Mimic as they secure yet another kill, and this is a 4k gold lead in favor of Void eSports. They're trying to chase down Ling, does not have that blue buff, and so it's so hard to disengage Twilight. Look at the spatial migration coming in there from Mimic. Real world manipulation tried to be used as a counterplay, but Mimic dashing back to safety once more. Nice camp out in here from the side of Void. They go in with a Mountain Shocker. There's no follow-up as it's a lovely pick-off underneath the turret. And that's going to be even further control going the way of Void eSports. Now Belleric wants to help protect this mid lane. Irothel throwing out the armor buster. Jawhead, he's trying to find the angle. He's going in, but Irothel does manage to disengage. But there is a little bit of control. Mimic, he somehow manages to escape. However, Subarashi on that Paquito gets the pick-off kill onto Ling in the top lane.
He's still raging from the last game.
I can see that. It's okay, Subarashi. We'll make sure that that early segment of the game gets clipped.
There's no we. It's all him. It's all him. Making you the face of South Africa for no good reason.
Yeah, it's funny. But so far, avoid esports in this game. I mean, look at the gold lead. It's like 6k at this moment. But can they get the pick off onto Velo, who has been causing devastation in this match with the jawhead? But Mimic, he's in position for the dive into the backline. He's going in. He gets the knock up onto 3. Oh my goodness. Tempest of Blades from the Ling just to disengage. But that's a 3 for... nothing trade-off here in the mid lane. This should be a tier 2 turret taken down, as Void eSports are setting themselves up for a very, very quick end here. It's the Holy Shield being popped. The final turtle is up, but they're not interested in that just yet. They want to try and pile on some pressure, but is this going to be a bit of an overextension? It was from Subarashi, and it's a shutdown, but it's Colin on a killing spree who gets the return kill. It's 30 seconds to go, or just around 30 seconds to go for the next Lord of the match, or the first Lord of the match. Do you think Void will wait for this?
I actually look at what they're doing. I don't think they're just living their best life.
Yeah, hardcore farming, now engagements onto Momo, who's trying to escape this, but it's just the numbers advantage overwhelming. Belleric trying to get a little bit of protection in here, but this should be another tier 2 turret taken down. Ling doing what Ling can possibly do, which is try to split push, but Subarashi, he's just trying to chase him down. Ling is only level 7 at this moment with the YSS on level 12. He's going to try to get a blue buff steal in here. He's hoping that he can actually get what would be the second blue buff for the game. But Subarashi, he senses something is happening here. The Ling is trying to go in. Tempest of Blades has been committed. Does he manage to get the blue buff? No, he doesn't. And it's Lindo on a killing spree.
There's no way he showed himself on the whole map and still win for them too. That is diabolical.
Yeah. Void, they really turn the pressure up in this game. I mean, look, I take nothing away from Miracle Gen. Their first game up against Void was beautiful, right? Like, they actually had the chance to win it. I'm sure they will go back to the drawing board after this game, because it's difficult to see them come back from this. There's always the potential, right? This is Mobile Legends after all. But it's kind of difficult for them here in the second game. But I'm sure they're going to go back to the drawing board and definitely take a look at what's going to be happening. Like, in terms of maybe just a couple of adjustments, and they can actually make
100%. I think they have a lot of potential. Exactly.
I mean, they're versing one of, if not the strongest team in the server. They're the only team who on the Waylander Gaming website have 100% win rate for tournaments this year so far. So, there is that to be said, and they put up a very strong showing, especially in the first game. Now Lord is into the base. The base has been cracked open, but there's a huge team fight happening. Real world manipulation into the mix, as there's going to be the knock-up. There's Mimic into the backline, manages to get the pick of kill. Mountain Shocker is in the Wrath of Dryads, but Doom trying to get some amount of control, but look at the damage output from this YSS. It's the lock-on. This is going to be game, set, match, going the way of Void eSports. Very dominant second game from them.
Victory!
Well played to Miracle Gen, Joe, though. They played extremely well.
Yes, they did. I mean, overall, granted, Void in the second game were devastating, right? 10 minutes and 4 seconds, right? Devastating they were. But the first game, you got to give credit to Miracle Gen. So they can hold their heads up high for putting in a solid performance in at least that first matchup. So, with that being said, Jumbo Droid, we've concluded the games for the evening. It's been an entertaining Sunday evening. I hope you at home enjoyed the streams. We'll be back tomorrow night with even more matchups. Congratulations to the teams who have won. Jumbo, any final words to the viewers before we head off for tonight?
Good night, good game. Have a nice sleep to all of you.
So on that note, thank you everybody for tuning in to watch. Don't forget to smash that like, share, and subscribe buttons as we continue to bring you the hottest action in Africa for Mobile Legends. Stay tuned. We'll be back tomorrow night